Shut up and sit down.
There you go. I've even pushed the right button tonight, mate. See, it's... Yeah, it's me again.
5 internet points.
It's me again, folks. Just when you thought YouTube was safe, my ugly mug's rocked up again. Yes, this time it is the Friday Frolic with me, Festa, and him, Fox the Guru. Hello. Yes, folks, welcome to our usual Friday night of frolicky, frivolous fun times. That sounded a bit professional, didn't it?
Yeah, that was good, though.
I did have to keep it. I did have to keep it family friendly, because, yeah. Anyway, let's get the pimpage out of the way. If you'd like to help me out and support this channel and keep all of this content coming your way, head over to patreon.com/Festa67's workshop, or click the join button below this or any of my other videos and become a member. That gives you access to the Zoom 24/7 off-air hangout. And if you want to help me out, also you can click the dollar sign right in the middle, bottom right of the YouTube chat, and that gives a little bit of coin to me, your name in a big glowy bubble and a bit of the old on screen. Bubble. Air guitar. There you go, folks. There you go. And talking about suave, windswept and interesting people, I've got to have a quick look at the chat, mate. I think I meant you, didn't you? Come on.
I was preparing myself.
You was, weren't you? You were sitting there going, oh, he's been nice to me tonight. No, I'm not. You can shut up. I'm reading the chat.
No.
Wibble. Marcus is in, says, good evening, Colin, Fox and all in chat. Hello, geese. How are you, mate?
Hello, matey.
Good news in, says evening, Squiggles. He says, I hope you're enjoying the weekend, says Marcus. Peace out and all of that lot. He with the big Captain Birdseye beard, mate, legend. Don't forget as well, folks, Marcus, if you haven't subscribed to his channel, head over there, mate. He does a live stream on Saturday with Annika. So pop over and share the love. Click the hamburger menu at the end of his name there, the 3 dots. Go and view his channel, give him a sub as well, because he's a goodly fella. LWM Bills gifted one Festa's workshop membership. Happy days, mate. It's in nice. There, mate. Natasha is in crafting. Budgie Mama says, good evening, morning, Festa Fox and all in chat. She says, are we alive? How about now? Are we there yet? Yeah, I was yattering like a 5-year-old and forgot to press buttons because I was a guest on someone else's show tonight. And I've got a taste of lazy-itis. I kind of forgot what to do. And
you got used to being a passenger, didn't you?
Yeah, he was no help, him, old Captain Chunky here, mate. He just sat there like a lettuce. Marcus has put in an €11.99 super chat. He says, like this, go for it, peeps. Thank you, very glad for your kindness there, Marcus. David is in over at Sprue and Glue. He says, hello, Colin, Fox, and all in chat. Hello, geese. Hey, David. Love to you and Dave, mate. I hope you're both all right and all of that lot. And, yeah, thanks for watching me, mate. Lee Jones, my nephew, is in. Says, put kettle on, Uncle Co. How you doing, Lee, mate? Love to you and the family, mate. I hope you're doing all right, geese. Lovely to see you in, mate. And I'm still fat and ugly, just like I normally have, mate, and bemoaning the world. Alf Garnett lives at this house.
And Lee Jones received the membership that LWM gifted.
Yeah, he's a legend, is our Lee, mate. He's good boy, mate. He really is, mate.
Hello, Lee.
Proud to have him as part of the family, mate. He's nice, decent folk. Bobbins is going, yo. Hello, Bobbins. How are you, geese? Natasha says, I had to Sprue, Lee, Bobbins. There's me saying hi, folks. Natasha saying hi. Lee says, what's happening? Not a lot, mate, to be honest with you, mate. I'm pretty much housebound now, mate, to be honest with you, because I don't get about unaided now, mate. And yeah, life could be a bit of a challenge. Let's just say that and leave it there. But I'm still me, mate. I'm still bemoaning the world and doing my thing, but it's awkward nowadays, mate.
What was happening before we went live is he was doing some hella beatbox before we went live, but he'll never do it on air.
No, I won't. Stop telling porkies.
You were doing some kick-ass beatbox. It was great. He's very good.
I was not sitting there going, none of that. don't know what that was. I've got to stop there. But that was, do you remember them little whirly lights that the DJs had?
Oh, yeah.
One of them. One for the ladies. Yeah, all of that. What have we got? Natasha says we're there now. Marcus is putting in the Marcus emojis. Don't forget, folks, if you want your logo as a little emoticon on the channel so that you can put them in, just give me your permission. And two, once you do that, I'll do the artwork, send you over a copy and see if you're happy, and then I'll let you have your own emojis, because why not? Spoongler says, I hope you're both well. Yeah, Helen's up and about. She's healing well. Robo claws are beginning to work. She's still got her splints on, but I am under threat of the first test of the metal work with a dry slap. So
yeah, Gibbs mode is not gone.
Exactly. I've tried everything. Creepy that she's out tomorrow with Cow anyway, so I'm home alone tomorrow overnight.
But you see, Festa's been working, because Festa loves his wife very much. He loves H very much, and he wants to heal fast. So he's been stuck to her side like a limpet for the last 2 weeks just to get her to heal faster. She's
had Velcro shoulder pads on, mate, because my chin's been stuck to her ever since. But there is a good point here, Fox. On my shelf in the fridge, labelled up with large post-it notes, as you well know. Rustless Pingburgers.
That sounds like more than one when you did the S on the end.
With bacon.
What?
With bacon.
Rustler's Pingburgers come with bacon?
Yeah, burger and bacon. Pingburgers.
I have not experienced this. I must go to my corner shop
immediately. I will be sending you through photo evidence of all the packaging and everything, mate, because happy days, yes.
I need to have a discussion with my local corner shop owner then.
Exactly. PJ's here. Fancy seeing you again. Evening, morning, modelling frolicers everywhere. I look at that twice then. I very nearly said something else.
You do it very well.
I know. It's not going to last, is it? There's me with all my Festa icons. Marcus says he's taking his time. I am, mate. What else is there? Everyone's saying hello to Marcus. At least we know England are ponies still, mate. Yeah, we are, aren't we, mate? We're minging. Yeah, but mind you, they have got a West Ham player in there, so we might win something, because don't forget, folks, West Ham won the World Cup in 1966. It's all I have.
It's all I have.
Well, in our trophy cabinet, the only cups we've got are Sandra's that Harry Redknapp left behind when he got the bullet, you know, so, yeah.
You've never seen when Festa meets somebody new, he actually says to them, West Ham won the cup in 1966. Fight me.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm there, mate. I'm like, yeah, you want something?
That's how you test new people in it. Fight me. And if you don't,
with me sticks, I'm like, look, I may not be able to kick your backside, but I can nibble you to death.
I can trip you over to death.
Absolutely. What else we got? Flossie's in saying evening all. Hope everyone's all right. Hello, Flossie. How you doing?
Hello, Flossularity.
PJ says, hey up, Betsy. He got renamed last week, PJ, because it's a new month, mate. So his name for this month, Scale Modelling Chaos, is Flossie.
Yeah, there's a few Welsh gentlemen in the chat getting a bit
absolutely
amorous maybe about that.
Lee was gifted a membership by Bill. Yeah, thanks for that, Bill, mate. Lee's my nephew, and a very lovely fella he is too, mate.
Yeah.
PJ says evening, Tasha. Marcus is putting these $11.99 super chat. Happy days. Right now, folks. Nice to have seen you. We're off now.
Yeah, done now. We can finish now.
God done. Bless. Sprue and Glue's putting a £2 super chat. He says, have a coffee on me. Oh, thank you, mate. Thank you very kindly, David. Most gracious of you, mate. Thank you. Natasha says hi to PJ. Lord Bartley the third is no, David is in, he says. My Lord David of Sprue and Glue, even, he says PJ. You're reading out loud.
David.
Reading out loud, Cole. How hard is it, mate? Marcus says, I love coffee, Sprue. See what he's doing there. He's pimping for tomorrow night there, David, mate. You're going to be Brashic, mate, by Monday. Marcus says, oh, my God, he says, I'm alone. Part why? Because I got her. Yeah, but I sent Fox a picture last week because my missus, she puts the big old Post-its on there with the cooking instructions. Exactly 1 minute and 30 seconds, exclamation. It's like, really? Yeah, he says, don't be silly. You got the Europa Conference League, mate. Grandad Moyes, what a lad. Yeah, I know. Marcus says, Flossie. Bill says, I take it Lee got the family looks and the brains. Yeah, he did, mate. Yeah, he certainly did, mate. He says, he's got my sister's good looks, mate. Yeah. David says he's skint now. Oh, well, there you go then, mate. Go fund me for Sprue and Glue. Gets in now. Right, I suppose I'd better ask you in a minute. Kitbash Carnage is in, says sup. Hope everyone's doing well. Hello, Kitbash. How you doing, geese? Lovely to see you.
Is that a new name in chat?
It is. Flossie is in with a belly, bench and beverage, because I forgot to ask the question. What's in the belly? What's on the bench? What is your beverage of choice, folks? His belly, his beef and tomato pot noodle, the only flavour worth having.
No.
Bench, nothing. It's currently been reorganised. Bevy, cherry coke, biscuit none. Got a chocolate donut instead. It works. Bobbin's belly's got a curry, bench, a dinosaur beverage, can of IPA. Dinosaur wins all day long.
I like the fact he put dinosaur in capitals and gave it an exclamation mark at the end. This is all correct.
What he didn't do, what dinosaur?
That's true, yeah.
We need to know. We need to know what dinosaur, mate.
Please, and then we can get Cole to try and pronounce it.
Oh, you git. Anyway, I suppose I'd better ask, how's my mum?
Mama Wolf she's very well, actually.
Look at him, he's going, please ask me.
Mama Wolf's all right.
All right, then. How are you? Come on.
I broke my ring.
Hey?
I broke my ring.
Hot date, was it?
No, I've got a ring and it's got a wood bit on the inside, and just as I put it on a minute ago, or took it off a minute ago,
Super glue. But what you need to do is you need to put it on your finger and apply copious amounts of super glue to the ring so it squishes all the way out. Then put the outer part on.
Is that the back of the box quote?
Yeah.
For a Festa 67's workshop, apply copious amounts of super glue to the ring.
Lee's come up with a dinosaur joke to your comment. It's a megasaurus. See what I did?
I see what you're saying.
That's good. Bill's belly is a Chinese takeaway. Bench is a 72nd D-Day Battlefront diorama. Bevy, tea, Bicky, maybe some toasted Dairy Lee later on.
Ooh, Dairy Lee.
Bobbin says a Tabia 135th Pteranodon, whatever that is.
That's the one.
Pteranodon, yeah, that'll do. Natasha's belly is Mackie D's. Oh, damn it. Bench dragon called Mike, a drink coffee. I got a dragon, but she's gone to bed. No, I never said that live.
That's the internet never forgets.
Innit? Oh, it now.
And if she doesn't get that herself, somebody will send her a link. With time code.
I can feel it now. I can feel the ears, because she can't be deaf with them big old elephant ears she's got. You know,
well, she's got the metal in her hands to pick up the frequencies now anyway, so she can pick it up.
Yeah, she's there going beep, 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 beep. Yeah. Kit Bash has just popped in to say hello. He says, might be back in later. Just need to pop away for a bit. Like, oh, thank you very much for the light, mate. Bill says, Fox has split his ring. It's too easy. It is too easy, isn't it? I mean, we could do 2 hours just on Fox and his ring, couldn't we? You know what I mean?
The advantage is it fits on my thumb now if I wanted to wear it on my thumb.
So you like no.
Now I've split my ring, I can get my thumb in it.
I was going down that road. Flossie says Fox's ring has fallen out. That must have been painful. Yeah, you need to see a doctor about that, mate. Tuck them up there.
I think I can get pills for it though.
I've done Bill's Chinese takeaway. Marcus belly. Look at this. On a Friday, sirloin, mash and oven veggies. Bench is a 35th Trump SLT 56 rank tank transporter even. Beverage, Ibiki whiskey, Japanese. Plan for Sunday to enjoy it. Happy day. It's Father's Day this weekend, isn't it? Am I right? Is it this weekend? I don't know.
Is that June I don't know, actually.
What are we now? June the 9th, been it's tomorrow, Fox.
Yeah, I don't know. I've not think about it for 20 years. So.
Yeah, Father's Day, I do believe. But, hey, you know, it's... Anyway, what are you up to tonight, geez? Come on.
This evening, Matthew, I will be probably finishing the build of my... What the hell is it? I forgot what it is. It's the
Tusk Boss on a more grunter.
Yeah, Lee says it's next week. Cheers, Lee.
Yeah. I've not really had any opportunity to do any modelling at all for the last few weeks, so I really haven't got very far on this at all. That's why I'm still doing it.
No,
So yes, I'll get that finished tonight.
I've had a few projects on the go. As you can see, the eagle eye behind me. I've been doing exhaustive work on the bike there, weathering them bad boys and getting them all blued up and looking rather sexy. So I've been doing that. I've got the other bike there, the RGB. That's ready for its panels. We've then done. Why does this feel like deja vu? This was the D-Day thing that I've been doing for the commemorative thing. The crowds there surrendering to American MPs, giving it the beans. 80th anniversary on the side there. So I've got photos of that. Nice. I'll be putting up in the group later on. So we've done a bit of that.
Very nice.
What else have we done? Oh,
I've literally done nothing.
Did a little bit of weathering again on Ringo there, a bit of tarpage. Draped that over there and got it ripped off the wall and looking rather dejected. Then going to do a wash on the wall just to rain that up a bit.
I like the fact the tarp is coming off the wall and onto the car. That's nice. I like that.
Yeah. Originally it would have, but it's just like ripped and
like
fell
it's blown
down.
Up and then got caught.
Yeah.
Cool.
I've been playing with the air rifle and been shooting the windows. And then, of course, it's got the obligatory wood veneer just to strengthen it all up. So that's Ringo. The abandoned beetle or the forgotten beetle, whichever way you want to word it.
You're into your wood at the moment, aren't you?
Yeah, and I've been doing obviously the 1/16 tank, been doing a lot on that. So I've been a busy little festa, mate. So
okay.
Yeah, 3 days, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, like I say, I've done nothing, so I can't show anything, unfortunately.
You've been a lazy sod, didn't you? That's what you've been.
I wish. So yes, so I've got nothing to show at all. Nothing.
Useless. He had one job.
Nothing. I had one job and I didn't even do
one job. You ain't got to tell his mother.
Wake her up.
Rossi says Father's Day is next week. Marcus says it's every day. I like your thinking there. Natasha says, I bet H is watching and you've got no idea. Yeah, if I see a saw blade coming through the ceiling, I know she's watching.
Yeah, if we suddenly hear high-pitched strings going...
Yeah, exactly. What am I doing? I'm doing a bit on my Rogel Dawn. I've magnetised the guns, so I get to do that. Because who doesn't like that?
Oh, a little bit of snappy.
So I can swap them out for whatever ones I want. And do that. And I'm just going to be putting base colours down on it tonight. I've done... Wait for it. I'm about to say this, Fox. I've done a bit of subtle camo. I've done it nice and light.
One of those words doesn't belong.
Yeah, just a hint. So that's what I've been up to.
A soupçon.
Let's get my old wet palette out. Start that rolling. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm just doing a little bit of basing on the tracks and things like that tonight because...
A little bit of a this and a that.
Yeah, I've had a busy day. I was very kindly asked by Roland, PJ and the gang to go over on Model Kit Beginners channel and do their show. So I came off and had me dinner and I'm back again, folks. But if you didn't see it, don't give it a watch back.
Yeah. I'm trying to debate whether I should have this jaw armour on or off for painting.
I was on my best behaviour as well, mate. Wait for it. Yeah, wait for this. I was prepared.
Wait, what? I've never seen you do your best behaviour. How does it work? What, is it like you're at church or something?
No, it's like H is in charge and within striking distance. That kind of profession. Yeah.
You just like in the same way that when we do a video, we imagine someone sat next to us that we're teaching. When you just imagine H sat behind you watching and listening.
Yes.
That works. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Yeah, she says you was in danger of becoming the second well-spoken man.
That's
I use my mum's phone voice, mate.
Oh, hello, Warmington 3232.
Yeah, I said fuck it. But yeah,
Always made me laugh, though, when Mama Wolf in the 70s used to, like, answer the phone with the phone number. I'm like, that's the stupidest thing to ever do.
My mum, bless her, she does the, all right, I'm 83, you know.
And the automated voice comes on. Your gas bill this month will be.
Yeah.
Oh, bless her.
It is so sweet. It really is.
Yeah. PJ says, did you do this one? Belly pizza?
I can't remember.
No,
because I've gone unprofessional. I didn't type red 2 here, did I?
Belly pizza margarita with mushrooms and jalapenos and curly fries. Ooh, curly fries. Bench attaching the sidecar to the one night MFH Bruff Superior. Beverage extra strong tea, biscuit, fruit shortcake, balloon red.
Yeah.
Lee Jones says, I've known him for 40 years and I've not seen best behaviour either.
Absolutely. Donald McKenzie, belly, meat and cheese platter. Bench alien exoskeleton from Independence Day, Bandai Gypsy Avenger from Pacific Rim, and USS Grissom in 1/350th, beverage water and Cocodamol. He's stoned.
Is that the USS Grissom starship or actual battleship?
He's going to be doing old Mick Jagger and David Bowie in a minute, dancing in the street.
It is entirely possible.
Yeah.
What do I need? 8. I was going to say, so what was I going to say? I was going to say something and it's gone. It's gone. I have no news or gossip to relate, unfortunately.
No, it's been a really quiet week, isn't it? I think because a lot of people have been obviously and correctly thinking of D-Day and all of the remembrance stuff and that, and I think a lot of people have been leaning towards that. Really, that's what I've been looking at on the news and that. None of this namby-pamby Rishi and Sunak rubbish.
Oh God, no.
I've been more intrigued as to how things, veterans, and it's their time at the end of the day.
Read a story on CNN about, I think it was 102, a veteran, an American veteran who was on his way to Normandy, but unfortunately
sadly passed.
Passed away on the way. He got to France, I think.
Yeah, it was sad, wasn't it? But bless him, he's back with his friends, isn't he? Bless him.
Yep.
At the end of the day, but yeah, it's sad, isn't it?
Yeah.
And this will probably be the last big anniversary that they'll be there for, all of them. And it's when you look at it like that, it brings it home, doesn't it?
It's like, it won't be long before we see the first, D-Day anniversary where there are no veterans at all.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Well, look at the World War One. When it was 100, yeah.
Yep, some of them are like, 100 odd years old.
Yeah. May they be remembered forever, mate. Bless them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, lest we forget.
Yeah. It's poignant, like you say, when you see them, you're like, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of regret a little bit that we never took Mum over to the Bochum War Cemetery in straight enough Bochum in Germany. To see my granddad, to see her dad's grave.
Oh, is that where he is?
Yeah,
bless him.
He was Lancaster crew and they crashed in Bochum, just outside Bochum. So they put him in that particular war cemetery.
Oh, thank you, Jeff. Jeff's put in a $10 super chat to go towards the next 3D printer for the 3D printer fund. Thank you very much. And our very own model making Carl Sagan is in Lord Jeff of Mongoland. Go for it.
The choice is with us still, but the civilization now in jeopardy is all humanity. As the ancient myth makers knew, we are children equally of the earth and the sky. Our tenure in this planet, we've accumulated dangerous evolutionary baggage. And I'll stop there because it goes on for a bit.
Yeah, I thought I'd cut over and do that intro for you there, Jeff, because if I remember rightly, when I last assigned it to Fox, it was Bish.
What?
Yeah. He didn't introduce you as correctly or anything, did he? He just went, Jeff's in. Yeah.
Hey, you pay peanuts, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was shocking.
You pay peanuts, you get squirrels.
I was embarrassed for you, to be honest with you.
I was embarrassed of me.
Yeah.
On me. I'm a bear. What?
You like. John Alec is in. Hello, John. I really
Hello,
hope.
John.
Really hope you're doing better, mate. Lovely to see you in, John. And I hope your treatment, mate, is really benefiting you, mate. Lee needs to nudge off. He's got to take the boy to golf in the morning for a lesson. Catch you later. Take care, Lee. Love to the family, mate. And we will meet again, mate.
Yep. Don't know where. Don't know when.
So you did there.
I know.
Donald's,
I know.
Go on.
We'll meet again.
Donald says Grissom is the shut up. Grissom is the starship from Star Trek 3. The drugs are indeed strong for me sore back. Oh, sorry to hear that, mate. Yeah, get well soon, Backy.
Yep. Yeah, when people say the USS Grissom, I always wonder if it's the starship or the destroyer.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is.
Yeah, sore backs ain't fun, mate. So, yeah.
No. Oh, God, soreback's the worst. Back pain is always the worst.
So go away and leave our friend alone.
Yep.
It's funny, even though I had all my fusions done, still get the most aggressive back pains. So frustrating.
It's just the muscles, isn't it?
Like they say, the fusions stabilise the bone. Doesn't make the nerve pain go away, does it?
No, it doesn't stop any muscle pain or anything else.
So,
It stabilises
I
the bone.
was told
there's all
that, but
Yeah.
part of you just hoped.
Yeah.
Alas,
I normally get a messed up back once or twice a year.
yeah. Alas, the violin tuner. Mind you say, other hot news that's good news. The Penguin's coming back to Wallace and Gromit, folks. Just saying.
What? What?
Yeah, the Penguin is coming back to Wallace and Gromit. New Wallace and Gromit movie coming out.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, wasn't the Penguin in jail because it was a...
Yeah. He's released. He's released now.
What was he called? It was called something McGraw, wasn't it?
Yeah,
was it Feathers McGraw? or
Feathers
something?
McGraw.
I don't know why I remember that. It just seems to be correct.
Why? Because we're 5.5, mate.
Yeah, it's because the Aardman just know how to name things properly in the British way.
A prequel or a pre-release video coming out, and it's like, yeah, I'm so happy. I really am over the moon, mate. I need to get a life, don't I?
What was it I watched the other day? I watched, it was an Aardman one. I can't remember what it was now. It might have been the one with the cavemen. It was mildly amusing. It's quite old now. It's probably a few years old.
Yeah.
It was mildly amusing. Quite liked it.
I just like them films. It's the wrong trousers, Gromit.
Don't forget the crackers.
Yeah.
I've got a Wallace downstairs on the
looked,
back of the sofa.
Gwendolyn looked like my Aunt Win.
Auntie Winnie.
Yeah, with the coat of the handbag held like it was. It's like, yeah, that's Winnie.
What, does Auntie Winnie have motorcycle helmet hair then as well?
She did when I last saw her, yeah. She had it dyed that colour as well, but I think she's gone au natural now.
If I'm remembering that right, she said there's kind of bike helmet shaped hair.
This is the woman who used to go back on the back pillion on her son's BSA Gold Star.
Oh yeah,
wearing a bullet helmet and goggles. Bless her.
When she was in the 70s.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago. You know what I mean? Yeah. Can't you go any quicker?
But then the police stopped her and said, "No, look, you have to get on the back, not on the handlebars."
Yeah, bless her. Yeah, Ali say, yeah, can't she say to him, "Can't you go any quicker? Come on."
I've got to be there soon. The police are after me. Come on, I'll catch up.
I haven't had an update this week on what Winnie's been up to. I've not heard from Mum this week.
Oh, hang on. Has Mama Festa and Winnie been together?
I don't know.
Oh.
Mum's been conspicuous by her absence. So I'm wondering whether she's sneakily... Yeah.
Snuck off for a...
Yeah.
It's like the joke we've made before. You don't worry about the 5-year-old till you can't hear them.
Yeah. Bless her. Oh, she's lovely. Don't be fooled. Don't let her lull you into a false sense of security.
Yeah, don't let the fact somebody's old and tiny make you think the butter melts in the mouth.
This is what I mean. I mean, you look at them both walking towards you, and it's like 2 pairs of glasses, 3'6" off the ground. You know what I mean?
If you ever get a chance to watch the Bluey episode called Grannies, yeah.
Here, Bill. Totally agree with that, mate. He says Princess Anne did a brilliant job when she was in Normandy Wednesday night and got back in uniform, speech in hand, to review the parade at Chelsea Thursday morning. And she also looked each and every one of them in the eye. As for this so-called PM we've got leaving early, I'll leave it there. To me, that was the ultimate disrespect. No matter what your arrangements with interviews for ITV were, you don't leave that type of event to go and do media.
It's like, he's saying, it was arranged weeks before. It's like, which bit of it you're celebrating the anniversary of, well, not celebrating, you're marking the anniversary of D-Day.
Wasn't it?
You don't do anything else that day.
Yeah, I mean, Starmer lapped it up because he got to do all the glad shaking and all of that lot. I just think the pair of them need to look at themselves and how they politicised that. And both campaigns should hold their head in shame, to be honest.
What I think was hilarious and makes it even worse is the photograph of Joe Biden, Emmanuel Macron, and David Cameron.
Yeah. Joe Biden going, where am I? Can I have cake? Yeah.
Macron's like, who's this guy? David Cameron's there like, I'm not, I shouldn't be here.
Emmanuel Macron probably thinks David Cameron's Ant McPartland from Ant and Dec. God, you've got old since you was in that jungle, mate.
Yeah. Or he's there going, look, I don't want to buy anything. Just go.
You know who Cameron reminds me of? Swiss Tony. Life is like a beautiful lady. Yeah.
You know, putting up wallpapers.
Exactly.
Very much like making love. Yeah.
That's who Cameron reminds me of.
Yeah, I did see David Cameron, and I instantly have him with an Eton collar around his neck, and that kind of stupid.
I see him and immediately think back to the Bullingdon Club with him and his little tough buddies, and it's like, when you see them pictures that were released when he was PM, it's like that wasn't a good look, was it?
But it's the way that Sunak apologised. He's like, no, he didn't. He just says, yeah, on reflection, it was the wrong thing to do. And it's like, there shouldn't be any reflection. Yeah. You should have looked at the schedule and said, no, I can't do anything else that day.
He was like the obligatory Conservative MP stood at the farm gate with his wife going, the weekend I was in a public convenience on the underground and I fell onto a man's buttocks.
Yeah.
That's what that reminded me of. And it's like, look, Rishi, you made a boo-boo, get over it.
And it wasn't even an apology anyway.
No,
it's not acceptable.
Yeah, I know we don't normally do politics on here, but I just think that was shameful. I really do.
Yeah, this isn't really politics. It's just the fact he besmirched the that event and the memory of the. Yes, it's beyond politics. That it's just
it is, isn't it? It's just bang out of order. Complete and utter tit wobble for doing that. It really was.
Yep.
Wibble over, folks. Sorry.
Wibble is gone. Wibble gone. Do. This week, although I didn't get any modelling done, I did have time to myself in the early hours of mornings.
All right. Before you carry on, 2 secs. Catch you later, Marcus. Marcus is off to bed. You take care, mate, and thank you very much for your generosity again, mate.
Take care, Marcus. I did have a few hours spare this week, so I actually watched the second series of the Halo TV series.
Oh, right, yeah.
And you remember when I watched the first series and was like, this is absolute bish?
Yes.
Because it varies too much from the actual real story. It's like, no. Second series is a bit better. It's better. I was more comfortable with the fact it was a branching story going away from the original story, in the same way that the Marvel movie stories are kind of different to the ones in the comics. It's like, okay, I kind of get it now. Yeah. It's an alternative timeline, and it's better. Still some things I don't like about it, but it was better. I was like, yeah, okay. It was better. They need to do a third series, and it was better.
You sure?
Yeah. So I would happily watch the third series. I hope they do another one.
Happy days.
Yeah.
Proud of you, soldier.
Yep. It gave me the urge to go and play Halo, which I haven't done for a long time. So
I started playing Mad Max last night. I was gifted it by Max McGinn. He who does all the Gasland stuff. I do the voices for on a Sunday. He said it was on a deal. He said I couldn't resist it because I am a Mad Max fan.
Nice.
And so I managed to go up a few slopes, hit a dude, and got shot. So I'm doing well.
Baby steps.
I'm happy.
I've not played that one, but I did hear it was supposed to be really good.
Yeah, it comes up quite often as one of them hidden gems, you know. And
gems that didn't get a lot of shouting at the time.
Yeah, he said, I've sent you that, have fun. And so I loaded that up last night because I can stream, much to Fox's annoyance, I can stream from this man cave, my Xbox, to my bigly telly in the lounge. And
it doesn't annoy me. I'm like, woohoo, now you can sit in the comfy chair and do Xbox things.
So I sit there with a good old massage going on a Saturday night with my Xbox going, and I'm happy.
Good old massage going, and when she leaves, the Xbox goes on.
Yeah.
See what I did there?
So you did. Yeah. I am impressed with that.
No, I think it's great. You can get it set up on your telly box.
Yeah, and in case you're watching this back, he is joking, love.
Yeah, but what Festa said earlier,
no idea what he means.
Scroll back about half an hour.
Yeah, that's Fox being an impressionist, love. That's a really good impression of me talking.
Oh yeah, it's just lifelike, isn't it? Like a native.
It's uncanny, mate, wasn't it? It was like he was in the room.
How do you think I got your social security number and everything?
Absolutely. Yeah, so, carry on. No, you carry on.
No. I was going to say, it made me want to go back and play Halo again, so I loaded up Halo Reach earlier.
Oh, right, yeah.
I haven't played it since it came out in 2010. And dear God, it's got some of the worst voice acting I've ever heard in a game ever.
Oh, really?
To the point that I have to stop playing it. I'm like, I can't play this game. I'd forgotten it was terrible.
Can you not just sit there and do the voices yourself?
No, because I don't know what the words are.
Oh, right, okay.
It's like all the voice actors are like, oh, this is really... Like, there's one guy and he's like, this is Delta Base. The Covenant are on Reach. I repeat, the Covenant are on Reach. Oh.
No, a lot of effort's gone into it then.
In other news, I had a bagel for my breakfast. Hey everyone. It's like, what? That's not good voice acting.
No, that's...
So I can't play Halo Reach now. I don't remember it being that bad, to be perfectly honest, but I guess it was. Yeah. Which way round does this arm go?
See, I'm lucky. I've got no... I wouldn't say prejudiced or prejudiced opinion, preconceived opinions, that's the word.
Yeah.
I've got no preconceived opinions on any of these games because I've never played them, so
nope.
I've got the best of all the worlds, really.
Yeah. Oh, it's only just me finding them like terrible. And you know, other people might not have a problem with them. I just like, God, compared to the other acting in the other game, the other Halo games. Yeah, no. Which way round does this go?
A bit of light dry brushing on those, some pads.
The place.
And we'll put the lightest colour on. Get them all done. Happy days.
Oh, I see. Like that you see. I get it now. I understand now. Yeah, very well.
It's all functioning correctly now, dear, is it what?
Yes. Brain is operating at full parameter.
Good man. So how much of that paint can you get on your fingers tonight, Carl?
Yeah. All of the paint in the world.
Yeah, but it was the best peeling of dried paint from a Citadel pot lid ever.
Oh yeah.
Full 360 round the rim there. That sounded wrong.
I broke my ring.
And moving on, he says. Moving on.
If any of you out there have got a Citadel paint, if you've never done it, both Colin and I will tell you. All you need
is some kind of spudging tool, preferably metal.
Yeah, we've got
with a flat end and a pointy end, right?
Yeah.
And then when it's the most zen, relaxing thing. You'll be frustrated that you have to carve all this paint out of the lid to make it shut properly, but at the same time, it's a bit like when you clean all the crud from your hob, and you hate doing it, but when you've done it, you're like, oh, that's so good.
Oh, the thing is, if you can get it all in one hit as well, it is a sense of achievement, because you can put it on your wet palette and you've got a perfect three-dimensional replica of the inside of the paint pot lid. Sad, but very
if you can get it and kind of go. The only bit that I hate is that you have to hold it in one hand and you end up with your hand covered in paint because the paint goes everywhere. But
yeah, that's what I just had. It's like, how much Citadel paint can you get on one hand, Cole?
But if you get the spudging tool under that paint and it just goes like that, it's just so satisfying.
Oh yeah,
really is. It's like bubble wrap, but with paint. So it's nothing like bubble wrap at all. Basically, is what I'm saying.
That's good enough, though.
Yep.
That's
very relaxing. So you don't get that with your dropper bottles.
You don't get none of that.
Don't get none of that. Do. Let's have a look at chat. John Alex KA.Modeling's in.
Hello, John.
Says hello, Colin Foxx, and everybody else who said hello to him.
Always nice to see John.
LWM says never served civvy. Insert swearage here. PM or nothing come July 5th.
Absolutely, mate. Yeah, totally agree, Bill. That's.
Yep. John Alex says I hope that resolves for you, Tasha. Get better soon.
Yeah.
And crafting budgie moment. Tasha says thank you. I hope it will heal soon. Little conversation going on there.
Yeah. She's got a leg infection, bless her. So get well soon, Natasha.
Yep. I guess they've got you on lots of antibiotics and stuff zonking you out.
Need to back to your bouncy goodness, my love.
Mm-hmm. Where does that go? It's one of those special things where it doesn't show you the location where the chain actually attaches. Oh, brilliant.
Oh, yeah, that, guess where this part fits then?
Yeah, there's a few in this kit where they show you, like, one contact surface, but it's angled in such a way you can't see where the other contact surface is, and it doesn't actually show you at all.
Oh, lovely. Just what you want. Real great.
I'll just guess then, shall I?
All right, let's pop that over there. Ching.
Is it supposed to go into the ear? I don't understand. But understanding now.
Oh, is it complicated buildy?
No, it's just not. Doesn't really show you where it attaches to. So I've got to try and figure out what this bit is supposed to be attached to.
We're in for a good time now, folks. Fox's buildy.
Nah, not a wibble time. Luckily, it kind of. I see. I see. I get it.
Oh, he's got it now. This is it. You're going to be an expert now, mate. You know you are. Come on.
I can do this.
And they're deliberately putting in a lighter track every now and then just to give it a bit of, what's the word? Contrast? Is that a word? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And they won't be this bright, honestly, once all the washes go on. Am I remembering things from the Lehman Russ build here? I am, aren't I?
I think you are, my young padded one. I think you are. You've learned in your brain. Folds.
When you mentioned where we were with the Lehman Russ, don't forget we never did do the lenses or anything like that, did we?
Nope. No, we didn't do the do. We didn't do the lenses.
No, we didn't do the do's, the lenses, the whatever they're called.
It was all little details like the tools and things, wasn't it?
Yeah. Aquillas. We started them, didn't we?
Yeah, I'm just looking.
That's where we got to. We got to the basing of them, didn't we?
Yeah, we got the base coat and the wash down on the gold trim and stuff.
Yeah, because I've not touched Lehman Russ since, because that's the Warhammer Sunday builds, that is. So they will come back, folks. It's just waiting for real life to give his lordship there a little bit of a breather.
Yeah, unfortunately at the minute there's no real good time I can run a stream, so other than, midnight.
Yeah, which
Good
may
9 o'clock
happen
shift.
at some point. So just to get it off the bench, we may have to do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So,
Because then what we need to do is we need to get rid of Warhammer Sunday and just do, Wednesday night mime or something on YouTube, which is what we plan.
yeah.
An
Wednesday
evening of
night
interpret-
Weevy.
Oh, midnight Weevy streams. Oh.
Yeah, because we could stream Weevy together.
We could do a Weevy on each of our channels.
Yeah.
And if you're really clever, you'd have them both playing at the same time, and you could. Oh.
3D Weevy.
Yeah.
Could we be
Because,
that cruel? No, I don't think we
We
could.
could, because the Duchess has to go to Fun City to eat spaghetti.
You like?
The spaghetti is
That would
not
be
as good as
funny.
soup. Yeah,
I think the internet would break, wouldn't it? Or we would, one of the two.
Yes. Well, actually, I do need to do a proper Weevy stream, because I actually said to the guy that created Uncle Weevy, I told him about it, and he's like, "Please let me know when you do a stream, and I'll watch," because he's an artist, and Uncle Weevy was an art installation, so I asked his permission, and he's like, "Absolutely, please do it,
That'll be done, isn't it?
and please let me know when you do it."
Well, it just gives him
No,
a bit
fine.
of recognition, doesn't it, at the end of the day?
Well, yeah.
Right, so I'll track.
If I put that on there, is that going to stop that going on?
They're new tracks, they're ones, so they should be light, shouldn't they? Yes. Lighter than light.
That's one track and another track. Yes. That's some hefty face knives. I'm going to have to put this jaw plate on, aren't I? I think.
What's that, before you paint it?
Yeah, I was going to leave it off, but there's a bit of furniture that goes on the hole on the
Can it be
tusks.
magnetised for you at the same time? That way?
No, I don't think so. There's a little bit of. Well, then again, I could just glue on the lid of tusk furniture afterwards. I could do that. Let's get the tusk furniture on and see what happens.
Yeah.
See
Bill
what that
says, I'm
tusk furniture-
losing by touch. I stayed at a hotel that had an all-you-can-eat breakfast, and I didn't get banned for life. I've put it to the test. I'd have gone for everything, mate.
Yep. There used to be an all-you-can-eat restaurant in Manchester.
Yeah.
And it was a pizza place.
I would have gone down to the shop and bought a Samsonite case and filled that up with it and all.
Oh, yeah. You'd hire a load of people just to carry the cases and not actually eat
You
the
would,
food.
wouldn't you?
Yep. There was some kind of diner or restaurant, something in the US, I think, that's gone out of business. And I'm probably going to get the details wrong, but they had like a all-you-can-eat red shrimp or something,
Oh,
or
right,
as much as you
yeah.
can carry, kind of. And it was like $5, and they went out of business because everybody bought as much as they could, took as much as they could without paying much, and they just went out of business. They
That'd be
calculated it
surprising.
completely wrong. Unfortunately, I've got the details of it completely wrong, but that was a terrible story.
Do you ever watch the couponing programs? Because America have got this couponing thing where they can pretty much go in and get like 3 or 4 grand's worth of shopping and pay nothing. Unlike the UK, where you can only use a ticket for a certain deal once only. In the States, you know, if it says free for one of the coupons, they just go in with hundreds of that coupon, buy cases and cases and cases. Extreme couponing, that's what it's called.
Hmm.
Oh,
I
mate,
don't.
it's amazing to watch.
I don't, but I'm glad you've just admitted that you do.
Yeah, I do. It fascinates me because I hear H giving it the old, wish we could do that over here. And they've got shelves and shelves of food in their basements that they're buying on these deals. You know, it's amazing how they do it. We don't get that in the UK. We have that, you know, that's the deal on that, but it can't be used in conjunction with anything else. And
Yeah, you might get a voucher for like 10% off that lasts a week or something.
yeah, that's
valid for a
it.
week.
But
Yeah.
it fascinates me. They're like, you know, the bog off and all of that lot.
Yeah.
In America, you can just get as much of it as you want. Like, wow. They do everything better out there
Yeah.
than us.
This is why Americans drive pickup trucks, you see. goes on there.
Have a swig of tea.
A swig of tea.
Bill says kippers and bacon is not a good combination through the car fartage when someone to be old at 70 mile an hour with the windows open. Yeah, absolutely. I do like kippers for breakfast, mate. Oh, what kippers now?
Make all your kippers for tea.
Pie mash and liquor. Kippers for breakfast. Oh, what more would you want?
You just want food that you can sing about.
Oh no, I'll be at the old beans and the sausages, mate, during the night, mate. Because I'm going to be watching all the Formula One that I've missed this evening. See you later.
Nice.
So cars going around in circles. It'll be tea, beverages, tins of bangers and beans. I won't touch the Rustlers burgers because they're for tomorrow night. And I'll be photographing them at all the juicy angles and doing a video and sending it to the guru. Because when I get that sort of food, I tease him mercilessly.
Yeah, well, I'm really sad because I've got the bendy sausage, but I haven't got any beans.
You see,
I can't just have I can't just have a bendy sausage with nothing else. I did make myself some tagliatelle earlier on today and put in some tuna and bendy sausage and stuff. Quite nice. That was my dinner.
No, don't put trap wash on yet. Oh.
But I looked at the bendy sausage in the fridge, and then I looked on the shelf, and it was like it's just all tins of mushy peas. I'm like, no. Curse you, universe. Why must you mock me? So.
Because it's a conspiracy against you, mate. Everything is a conspiracy against you, Fox.
Yeah.
Keep telling you that, mate. You know, the world is being cruel to you, mate. It's so sad.
You wouldn't find anybody else there with a bendy sausage and no tins of beans.
I feel for you, mate.
Beans.
So cruel. It really is.
It's not right.
I didn't sound sincere at all there, did I, mate?
No. When are you standing for Parliament?
Yeah, I thought you'd fall for that. Damn it. Let's try harder, Cole. Right, what do we got?
Although I could really just have glued that on afterwards. It's too late now. I've glued it on.
Yeah, Rhinoxide.
Mate to make your mouth wah.
Rhinoxide. Yeah.
La 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 la.
But yeah, I've been spying the Kratos tank during the week. I was saying to you before we came on air, wasn't it? And I will get one because I see it as something that I can festerize.
That's the Horus Heresy one, isn't it? I think. I'm trying to remember which one it is. Yeah. Oh, yeah, another one now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just got that look about it of, yeah, you want some. This is a tank. Not that over there. This. So, yeah.
Well, I've got the the Solar Auxilia sets. I've got Lehman Russ and whatever the troop transporter tank is to paint. I've got the base coats down.
Oh, right, yeah.
I need to get them painted.
So, yeah, I should get that built and add that to the Warhammer painting section on the channel.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yeah, why not? It's got to be done.
Yep.
I would say I'd go all Duncan Rhodes on it, but he's a talented painter and I'm just me.
Yeah, I'll shut up.
But I will get away with it and blag it on the buildy side because there might be everything in the box that's an option to be used, doesn't it? So
you are a talented painter and I'll hear no more about it.
No, but no one blows their own trumpet.
No.
Because that's just not on, is it?
But it's my job to then jump in and say, actually.
Yeah, I try. I did enjoy doing the Goliath, I must admit.
Yeah.
I would say that's one of my better ones at the moment.
You've had fun with that.
I did. Really, really did have fun with that. And
I think that Goliath to you was a bit like my Space Wolves Stormfang to me, which I just thoroughly enjoyed.
Yeah, it was one of them. And because it was gifted to me by Si, because obviously he's won awards and stuff, I kind of wanted to really be on my as near as damn it A game with it as I could be, because you know, the big man was watching type of thing, wasn't it? And
I think, it's to do with blue. Because all my favourite paint jobs I've done have been blue. And all your favourite paint jobs. Yeah, and a lot of the favourite paint jobs you've done have all been like various shades of blues. It's like, I think blue is just maybe the satisfyingest colour.
You mean a bit like the Bluey car?
Bluey car. I haven't painted the blue on the Bluey car yet.
My Bluey car is literally just to my left.
Mine is just behind me. In Australia,
just for PJ.
Mine will be a bit dusty.
PJ's now going, I will shoot you, Wilkinson. Yeah.
There you go, there's mine.
So there you go.
Sorry, PJ.
Yes,
in Australia, we'll just give while PJ's recovering. In Australia, for a limited time, they're doing commemorative. You know, you get commemorative coins, limited edition coins. They're doing 3 commemorative Bluey dollar books.
Oh, right, yeah.
Because dollar book is the currency in Bluey.
Yeah.
They're doing these 3 commemorative dollar book coins. But you've got to be Australian. You can't get that.
Yeah, it's one of them. Like I say, once I finally get my delivery, so much so that I've ordered some more from somewhere else because I'm fed up with the delays. I've been waiting for Styrofoam to turn up so that I can get on with the E-Models Wednesday build, hence why I've not been doing the E-Models show, because I haven't got enough styrene to do the road and the walls. So I'm kind of stumped at the moment. And I need some of it as well to finish off the Bluey base. So
yeah. Well, I'm talking of waiting on stuff. I'm currently waiting on a company I shall not name, who, let's just say, you can buy 3D printing STL files or you can buy actual prints. And I ordered actual prints from them, and it's been about 6 months now, and they're just absolutely rubbish. I will be doing a video review, and I will be explaining my grievance with them.
You'll be expressing your opinions of them, won't you, dear?
Yes, I will be stating the facts about my order and why I won't be ordering from them again.
Yeah. So if you want to see a good Foxx wibble,
yeah,
that'll be the video to look out for.
Yeah, good Foxx wibble within legal
parameters, yes.
Yeah. Yes, the absolute shocking service I've had from them.
Yeah, it's not
absolute abysmal. I'm not going to name names here, but
hence
if anyone
why
ever says to me,
we'll be doing our own prints going forward.
Yeah. Anyone ever asks me, have you ever got from this company? I'll say, don't even think about it. The sad thing is, some of the stuff they sent me was really good prints. But no, not all of it wasn't. It's like, sorry, the service is gone.
It's the hassle that went with it, isn't it?
Well, it's like I ordered this stuff in like February or January, and I'm still waiting for stuff to turn up or to be reprinted. It's like, really? Some of the bits, I'm like, how did that even get past quality?
PJ's put in, eye twitching. Oh, mate, do we need to settle you down a bit, mate? Yeah.
LWM says Louis Armstrong blew his own trumpet.
So he did there. PJ's gone all Dreyfus now.
A split ring and a bendy sausage not being a good week for Foxx. On the flip side, says Peach, I've got a tin of beans but no bendy sausage. Well, when you get your make sure it's a Mattison's. It has to be a Mattison's bendy sausage. Yeah, it has to be a bendy sausage.
Yeah.
It's got to be you can't be any other bendy. It has to be a Mattison's with the name Mattison's on it. Mattison's. How's that for some Tusk furniture there, Cole? Look at that.
Oh, yeah, that's nice. I like that. Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah, I had to glue the armour on his jaw because, well, I glued it on and then realised I could have left it off, but never mind. It's too late now. Can't go back.
No, it's on there now, mate.
I shall live.
It's not going to be a Orc Stomper moment, though, is it?
No. My modelling is like a roguelike.
Yeah.
I make my choice and I have to stick with it.
whatever the consequences.
Because we both really got that right, didn't we, when we did that?
Yeah, oh yeah, that was a brilliant decision making process. That was a moment of genius. No one could even begin to make such genius decisions like those.
Yeah, it wasn't one of our better ones, was it, mate?
No, we have all the best decisions. Nobody has decisions like us. We have the best decisions.
As soon as we did it, we're like, yeah, we really didn't think that through, did we?
Yeah, it was literally the moment I realised that I could no longer remove the arm.
Yeah, as soon as the glue went off, it was like, damn it, shouldn't have glued them on.
Well, it wouldn't be so bad apart from because it's such a heavy piece, we overglued them with all the glues we could find in massive amounts.
Yeah.
To make sure they didn't fall off. And it was like, I can't take it off now. Not ever.
As soon as I've done that, I was like, really? I got all them pipes to get to. It's like, damn it, why did I put that on with super strong kryptonite? So really.
We learn by doing, Lieutenant.
We learnt a valuable lesson that day, mate, didn't we?
Yeah, don't get a stomper again.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is the lesson we learned. It was funny because it's like, I've not finished painting it. We haven't finished painting ours, and I will get back to it. And it was kind of, I enjoyed the painting I'd done on it. And it looks like it will be a very simple paint job. Like painting the dudes is probably the most complicated bit. But the actual build, I mean, I don't like building anyway, but the actual build was just not at all enjoyable. It wasn't hard. It wasn't complicated. It wasn't, the parts all fitted together. It just, I don't know. I didn't
wasn't
enjoy
satisfying in any way.
No, and there was the obscure instructions which didn't help in some places as well. But it was just like there was no sense of I didn't have any fit issues with it or anything like that. But it just didn't. Just didn't basically.
Do you think people noticed though? The one good thing is we didn't complain about it, did we at all?
No. Although I think to be fair, and I've just thought of this in my brain folds now.
Oh, you go careful.
I know. I've got to make sure I don't overwork them folds. If we hadn't been streaming it, I think we maybe would have enjoyed the build a bit more.
Yeah, I think it's because it was difficult to manoeuvre on the bench, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think because we were always conscious that nobody could see anything because our camera was either hundreds of feet away to get the whole thing in or so close you couldn't see anything. Yeah. I think that may have soured us a little bit.
Yeah, it was one of them. We should have built it off air and painted it on air.
Yeah.
Perhaps. I don't know, but...
Yeah, I don't know, film them. But it was done. We got them to do as streams anyway, so...
We got to the point where it's like anything. If you're streaming the same build for too many streams, I lose interest because I immediately start thinking that the viewer's losing interest because, 15 Bluey streams in a row, there's only so many of that you can do.
Yeah.
But, yeah, there's more to do on it. I've got the base to do, but I've got to film that.
Base, how low can you go?
It'll appear... as a final, this is it. It's finished now, and it could be shipped to its owner.
Yep.
But
oh god! Oh! You're shipping yours, are you? Oh dear.
Yeah.
Yeah. I looked at mine and I thought, I can never ever sell this because
why?
I do not want to ship it anywhere.
Really?
It would. I'd be like, no matter how well I pack it, I know it wouldn't survive. I don't trust myself to be competent enough to pack it in such a way that it will survive. Yeah.
I'm surprised. Mate, I've shipped a tall ship before and it survived.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah. Don't get me wrong. There was copious amounts of foam and cutouts and everything made, cut out to measure. But, yeah, Bluey car will ship because it's all magnetic. It can come apart. So.
Well, it's just a big square. You can put it in any kind of...
pretty much, yeah. Same as yours. It's just a big square, mate.
But imagine if you were trying to, ship the Insane Blade or something. You'd be like,
no, I wouldn't ship that, yeah.
No, but it's like, I remember when I used to do commissions like shipping stuff, it used to give me cold sweats and sleepless nights just figuring out how to pack it.
Yeah, I have been, or an inquiry has been made as to whether I'd sell it. And it was a serious inquiry as well.
Oh, the Insane Blade?
The Insane Blade, yeah.
Yeah, just go for it.
It's like I said, everything's for sale, but it's shipping it to America, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that would be a big box.
So,
box.
yeah, so... But no, a very, very, serious offer. It's like, bloody hell,
Yep.
But, mate, I'll pay the shipping, do all of that. It's like, okay. But it's knowing that you're shipping something like that is so fragile.
Yeah, at some point you've got to depend on the USPS.
And it would break my heart if it absolutely got muntered, because it's your work as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. But it's one of them, I think. Insane Blade, Warlick, the Stomper, and the AT-AT are such iconic builds like the London Bus. I don't think I could ever sell them builds.
Well, yeah, the Warlock was a gift anyway. You can't sell
exactly, so anyway. You can't. It's one of them, and I wouldn't dream of it. I wouldn't sell Goliath because it's a gift.
This is why I'm a little bit lazy in that I quite like building, painting and selling Baneblades because they fit perfectly in a skirmish box. Take some of the foam out, put some padded foam in. Perfect.
Yeah, I got the battle boxes and all of them.
Battle box for the bigger stuff. Well, my plan is to flip the Solar Auxilia set, but it's only like 20 dudes and 2 tanks.
Yeah.
And a thing, and it's like, unfortunately, I can't fit that in a skirmish box. I'll have to get a battle case for it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that'll be covered in the price anyway. So.
Oh, yeah,
so
you're getting money for it.
Yeah. So, you always have to look at, for anybody who's thinking about doing things like commissions or selling the work, just when you're doing a build and thinking, I'll get this kit and I'll build it and paint it and sell it, just keep in mind how the hell are you going to ship it. If it's a square thing like a Baneblade or a tank, great, no problem. If it's a Festa tall ship with masts and rigging and good luck with that.
Oh yeah, luckily for me, it had been built in such a way that you could drop the sails, you could pretty much maneuver the bulk of the ship. But it literally was ship shape cut into foam. Ship went in it, same on the other side, so it was encased either side. And then that got packed within foam, and it was one of them that I was apprehensive about, but it made it.
Yep. When I did my Millennium Falcon commission, it was a good few years ago now, the chap in France that bought it, or that commissioned it. And it's like, how the hell am I going to pack this? Because it's the Millennium Falcon. This was the Fine Molds Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
The glue kit. And it's like, there's so many little intricate details. It's got to be packed in such a way that it just won't move in the packing, but it's not under pressure from the packing, because anything pressing down it will just snap all the little fine tubes and pipes.
Exactly.
So in the end, what we had to do was I got my friend at the time, who's not my friend anymore, he actually made a wooden box.
Oh, right, yeah.
Because, having it crated, hundreds and hundreds of pounds. Don't even think about that.
Yeah.
Professional crating. So we made a wooden box with all those little wooden supports. We put so much foam and bubble wrap in, you can't even begin to understand. And then we put it in just like a double wall cardboard box.
Yeah.
Inside another double wall cardboard box. But the reason we had to do it in the cardboard box is because we were shipping it through, I think it was FedEx. We shipped it through.
Yeah.
Or it might be Royal Mail, but you can't post wooden boxes because that's a crate and that's a whole different world of hurt for shipping costs.
Yeah.
So you might pay 50 quid to ship a specific size box somewhere, but if it's a wooden box, that's like 10 times the price. So we didn't mention it was a wooden box. We just put it in the cardboard box. Just a box. And it got there. I even made a little stencil that said Millennium Falcon and Arabesh and had the little rebel sign on it. Sprayed that on the side of the box. Yeah, my first example of making a stencil by hand. Yeah, so if you're looking at selling your work or doing commissions, amongst all the other things that you have to think about, keep in mind shipping your work, because it's fraught with
catches
danger.
Out so many people.
Yeah.
And you sit there and they're like, oh, it'll be fine. And then you're here weeks later. Oh, yeah. I've got to redo the whole build. Why? because it arrived in 50 million pieces. It's like, it tell you, mate. But
that's when you have to think ahead and put into your terms and conditions. If it gets there destroyed, just say they'll get a refund, unless you want to build it again. Because at the end of the day, if you do it again, they're not paying you to do it again. They're paying you to do it once. You've got to buy the kit. So it's like, no, they just get a refund. But then you've got things like what happens if it turns up, if the person that ordered it has paid for it, says it never arrived. What do you do
We
then?
had this once. We had, I won't name the individual, but he was a good friend of ours, was asked to quote for this particular commission. Because none of us wanted to do it, did we? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
And we kind of, pre-warned them of all the pitfalls they would face. And they chose to ignore every single bit of advice, didn't they? And they got absolutely bitten. Yep. It's like, well, we did try to tell you that. I think none of us took the commission.
Yeah.
But because they wanted that kudos, I'm doing a commission. It was, well, you've signed the contract now. You've signed all the agreement.
Yep.
How are you going to get it there?
Yeah.
Then the penny dropped, didn't it? And it was like,
Yeah. Welcome to a whole new world of hurt.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. It's like, you have to, when I was sorting out my website and doing commissions and stuff, I had to build my T's and C's, because I used to work in a business where we had to do all the T's and C's. So I knew I had to do stuff. And I had to think about things like, what happens if it gets there damaged?
Yeah.
What happens if it gets there destroyed and unrepairable? What happens if it doesn't turn up or they say it doesn't turn up?
Yeah.
Do they get a refund? It's like, because, they can't prove a negative. They can't prove it didn't turn up.
Yeah.
But then again, I can't just assume it didn't turn up because they could have a refund and the model. So
exactly that.
Yep.
And again, people, the one that used to always make me laugh, that people failed time and time, getting a deposit.
Yep.
You had to have a deposit to cover your initial outlay, at least, because you'd go out, you'd buy the model, you'd buy all the consumables, everything you need, be it shipping boxes or whatever. And people hadn't even taken any form of payments. Already they're hundreds of pounds into it.
Yep.
And then they get that, I want it now.
Yeah.
That's it, they're stuck then.
Yeah. I think I put into my terms a thing about saying deposits. It's like, at the end of the day, you need to put a deposit and it's absolutely non-refundable.
Yeah.
And it will be the cost of all the materials in the kit and a little bit on top.
Yeah.
The reason being that if you bail out halfway through, okay, I can still finish the model and sell it, but I've built a model to your specifications and no one else on the planet might want that particular thing in that particular colour.
Exactly.
So it's like, I can't guarantee I can sell it. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I had one back in the early days where something like that was beginning to occur. So I just repainted it in a different paint scheme, still sold it. Yep. But it was still the hassle of having to do that, But I just had a vibe that it wasn't going to be anything. So I had a plan B for it. But
yeah, and you never knew, because I had a commission that the person that was commissioning it was absolutely all up for it and was like, yeah, blah, blah. But then it just happened at the very last minute. He had to drop out because of financial things happened. He got screwed. And it's like, there's nothing he could do about it. It wasn't his fault.
Right. It's not intentional. Well, it's not deliberate.
Assuming he was telling the truth. So in the end, I did sell it, but it was like, and what made it worse was it was a model that I absolutely did not want to build because I built one before and it's an absolute pig. Yeah. And it was like, of all the commissions to get messed around on, was the one that I really didn't want to build in the first place.
Well,
so I hated it.
We worked it out once in a hangout I used to be a part of, that most commissions were either submarines, tall ships, or obscure aircraft.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, most of us, don't get me wrong, you don't mind doing the odd one, but yeah.
I mean, for me, when I was doing commissions, I did various bits. In the end, I did about 3 Millennium Falcons.
Yeah.
I did a U-boat commission, which was one I'd already built for myself, but I did it anyway. But a lot of them were Gundam and Gunpla, and it's like, all the things to take commissions for.
Yeah, they're the ones that tend to pop apart, aren't they?
Yeah, it's like you've got to build it in such a way that, do they want it posable, in which case all the paint's going to come off?
This is Abby made it, though, didn't it?
Yeah, apparently the V-fin got snapped, but that was it. Yeah. But it's like, I had to build it in such a way that it would come apart in certain sub-assemblies, but it was built in a fixed pose.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's just, painting gunpla is hard enough, and stressful enough, without having to figure out how to ship it somewhere as well and get it to them. And they've got to be able to put it together without breaking it. It's like, no.
You do a disassembly video, you do a reassembly video, and it's like, yes. Unless you can physically take it yourself and put it up yourself, at least you can walk away knowing that when you left it, it was perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Because
when I did the U-boat commission that I had, it was the Revell 172nd 7C U-boat.
Yeah.
I'd already done one for myself.
Yeah.
That was a chap in London.
Yeah.
So in the end, I was like, I can't ship it. I'm just going to have to drive it. So in the end, I drove it down to this guy in London. I'm up in Manchester End, in the northwest. And I hate driving on the motorway, and I hate driving anyway. And but I did it, and I got there. It was like 1 billion degrees. It was the hottest world in the day in the history ever. And I'm consciously aware that there's a big 3-foot-long plastic U-boat on the back seat in this car, which is a mobile greenhouse. Yeah, it was stressful.
We have got Edward Leonard, Squishy Alert. He's in the chat there saying hello. He says, nice interview earlier, mate. Hope you're doing well. Thank you very much for that, Edward. Yeah, it really helped having someone doing the interview that I know. And, hopefully people enjoyed it. Kit Bash Cardi says, nice progress, lads. Just pop back to see how things are going. Hello, mate. Welcome back, buddy.
Hello.
Manuel Piaz is in, says, good evening, Colin Foxx and chat. Hello, MP.
Hello.
Hugh Gordon's in, saying hello to Edward. Hello, Hugh. How you doing, mate? Hope you're doing all right, fella.
Yeah, he's been doing a couple of chats this week, hasn't he, Hugh?
Yeah, it was. It was thoroughly enjoyable evening. I must admit, I enjoyed it lots of kins.
Yeah. If any of you out there are thinking about doing like either commission work or selling your work, and you've got any questions, me and Col have done it. So we're not experts by any means. We're not the know-all, be-all and end-all. We don't know everything. But if you've got any questions, just ask us, and we can impart our advice from what we've experienced, because we've done it. We've learned it and we've suffered it.
It can be very, very rewarding, but it also can be very, very stressful.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. You've got to weigh up with it. Would I go back to doing the amount of commissions I once did? No. I'm over that now.
Yeah. I personally wouldn't ever go back to commissions. It's far too stressful for me.
No, I'm a different builder now. I know full well I'd end up getting commissions for ultra shiny and things of that nature, and I'm struggling to do it now, and that's why I'm changing my whole approach to me hobby. Because of that. And I know full well I'd end up getting commissions for work that I would struggle to complete, and because it wouldn't be something that I'm 100% happy with, I'd be reluctant to take it because of that. So
you'd hate it. You just wouldn't enjoy it.
I think it's the right decision to make, to be honest with you, because at the end of the day, the customer is paying their hard-earned money. So
you would do your best work.
Yeah, they would want your utmost best, and if you feel for any reason you can't guarantee that, you shouldn't be doing the commission.
And that's why, I mean, one of the many reasons I'd never go back to commission work. It's a lot less stressful for me just to build whatever the hell I want and then see if I can sell it.
Yeah.
I might not sell everything, because my tastes aren't the same as everybody else's, but at least you're going to enjoy the build, and you're building something you're enjoying and you're putting your whole heart into it. So
yeah, no, you're bang on right there, mate.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, for some people, you get that kudos of, I've got a commission, blah, 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 and you got your bragging rights for a few days, but it then hits home, actually, this is a bit more to it now.
Yeah. Plus dealing with some of the people you will have to deal with. I think as we've said before, people who have interesting ideas about
how much things cost, all this kind of stuff.
It's one of those as well that the one seam that you don't quite get 100% is going to be the one they spot. I've seen that before. And I've seen a job rejected because of that. It's like, wow. But it's the customer's right.
I mean, a lot of times you can kind of not get away with it, but you do have a certain margin for error, because a lot of times when you're doing a commission, there's only really a few reasons somebody will commission a model. Is one, somebody likes your specific style. So, yeah, you don't want to have anything wrong with it. Or two, somebody likes the subject but has no idea how to make a model.
Yeah.
And when that's the case, there's a lot of leeway for it doesn't have to be 100% perfect, because they're not going to know.
Yeah.
And, on those kind of jobs, you've got a little bit of leeway to, things to go wrong, and you can fix them and cover them up and, repair things. Whereas if it's like a pristine build, it's even more stressful.
Yeah.
But like somebody who could, you could spray paint something red and give it a brown wash, and somebody would think it's an amazing paint job. Yeah, they're the best customers, because they don't know how you do anything.
Yeah.
And therefore, if anything does go a bit wrong, you've got a lot more freedom to fiddle with it. And
I've got one coming up. I can't say who for,
no.
But they've had, how can we say, they've had a tough couple of years, let's just say that. So I'm doing a Revell.Build type thing, where it's almost like, yeah, you've been through the wars, and as a sign of respect and a perk you up, I'm doing a specific build for them. They've not asked me. They don't even know it's happening. That's why I can't say, but it's just my way of saying we are thinking of you, and the least I can do is do this for you. Yeah, and I know for a fact that it's going to end with blubbage. I know it will. Probably from both of us, if I'm honest. Because I'm proud that I can do that, and I know, because unfortunately the person can no longer do the hobby.
Yeah.
They've got this kit, and I'm going to do it in such a way it's unique to them. That's all I can really say live, to be quite honest with you. But it will be photographed and everything and filmed. But at the moment, that's as far as I can say. But that's my way of doing commission work now.
You choose what you want to do.
Yeah.
LWM is off. He says, "I can be. I'm off to beddy bye."
Ta-ra, Bill, mate. Thanks for coming in. You've had a long day coming back up from London today, mate. So yeah, nice one, mate.
Yeah, it's nice, because now you can. That's a similar kind of thing to me. Whereas I'm just doing it to build and sell them, whereas you're just building them to give them as gifts, and that's a nice thing. I have to say there are. I mean, I've got a couple of things that a bit like you. It's the way I walk. I can't mention any names, but I have been sent things in the past, various things, and the people that sent them to me have said, the one that I'm thinking of specifically, the person said, "Yeah, I started working on this, and I'm not very good at painting these kind of things, so I thought I'd send them to you, and you can do something with it." And it was a very expensive thing they sent me. I'm not saying what it is, but my plan is to basically get it completely painted and send it back to them.
Yeah,
they don't know that, and I'm not going to say who it is or what the model is, but they have no idea. And it's like, yeah, this is a very expensive thing you've sent me. Because he said, yeah, I got it, and I can't paint it. I've not got the skills. And so I thought, I'll give it to someone who can do something good with it. I thought, you're getting this back. You're getting this back painted. You don't know it.
Yeah, but isn't it nice to do something nice like that, Nan? And that's what keeps me going, because despite all of the annoyances that go with the hobby, and what I mean, and all the crap you sometimes go through, every now and then I like to do some good for someone, just to make myself feel better about myself, especially if you've been knocked down a bit, so this one is really special to me, as is the individual, because we've been there for them, and you know, at their lowest ebb, they knew we've had their back. And
Yeah.
so, yeah, I'm looking forward to it because it is going to be a very emotional handover. I know it is.
Yeah. But it's a double bubble for me because the thing they've sent me has got a little bit of painting done on it. So I can also do it as a tabletop trauma centre.
Yeah.
And film it being painted. And paint it in the colours they've used to paint the thing, which is actually a really stunning colour. And I'm like, I like this colour. I'm going to repaint this using this colour because it's the best thing I've ever seen.
So anyway, I feel good about doing something good. So I'm happy. It's nice to be nice, and it costs nothing.
Yeah. And the best thing is, if you film it as well, you can film the actual posting it type stuff, and then put the video up after the person's received it, because you can say, and it was received. And
oh yeah, they'll be getting a USB with all an SD card, sorry, with all the videos on it as well. So they've got it. They've got a full record, an album of all the pictures of the build up. You know, proper commemorative, start to finish thing. You know, and
yeah.
I know it's going to be emotional for them, but I'm going to feel quite proud of myself for doing it because when something bad happens to me, I like to do some good to someone else. It's my way of coming out of a low, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
So, yeah, and I've spoken to a individual about the idea, and they're like, yeah, totally, yeah, that will be fine, mate. Because I like to ask the family's permission. Of the individual, because I think that's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
And they're like, wow, you would do that? I went, yes. You're not offended by that? No, we're fine with that. I said, well, just wanted your permission. Because not everyone wants it, because they would think that they're then be perceived as looking for sympathy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I like to clarify that this is the reason I'm doing it. I'm not doing it because I want any favours or attaboys or anything like that. I am doing it as a gesture of thinking of someone else, you know what I mean? And trying to just bring a bit of light to their life. So, yeah. I'm a big softy, I know, but...
You're basically just a big ball of soft, aren't you?
Yeah, but it's nice, isn't it? It's nice to be nice.
Yes. There's nothing wrong with that. It's very commendable and noble.
So, yeah, once more comes out about it, folks, and the build is done, and I'll then be able to let you all know more details. But
nice.
If you see me suddenly shifting something off the bench, it's because I really don't need it seen on there, because I will forget that it's there. So I've got to be quite stealthy with it and make sure it's nowhere to be seen, because I have a habit when I'm live of spinning the webcam around the man cave, and so I need to make sure...
all kind of things get seen on his live streams that you don't ever want to see.
Yeah. So, yeah, scary thought, isn't it, mate?
Yeah. There's a reason why a lot of your viewers are biologists. Medical students.
Yeah, the eagle-eyed will notice I put all the guns on this Rogel Dawn. And all the cannons. And
how many guns, Cole?
All of them. Yeah, not some of them. Not a couple of them. All of them.
Not a couple of them. All of them.
All of them.
It is the correct number. If you ever need to know the correct number of guns, the number is all.
All of them. If it's above 6, it's lots.
Let's have a look.
God, I'm such an orc.
Let's have a look. MP Model Plastic Manuel says, I'm working on a Fiat G91 and a T37 in scheme of Portuguese Air Force for my father.
Oh, nice one, mate. Have you put any pictures in the gallery, mate? Because we'll be doing a gallery show this week.
Yep. Hugh Gordon says, oh, I've got something in my eye.
Does he? Oh, sorry to hear that, Hugh, mate. You might
No, I've got something in my eye.
I don't care about you.
I was just about to read it and my eye went, sting. Early up later, I've got to travel out of town, so I will say night all, says Hugh.
Take care, Hugh. Safe journey, mate. There you go, buddy.
If you can deal with the little old me, you can deal with anyone. Night all, says Hugh as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
LWM says he's beat. He's off to bed, he buys. So see you,
LWM. There you go, mate.
Edward says my commissions are free, so I don't care. Lol.
Yeah.
Edward says I don't do many for people, but I've done a few, and they're always grateful and amazed. Well, if they're free, of course they are.
Of course they are.
They're always amazed. Scale Model Ninja's in.
Hello, Ross. Yes, it was his birthday this week. Bless him.
Yeah.
So he's levelled up this week. So I hope you keep him well, Ross. And don't be a stranger for too much longer, mate. Yeah.
Yep. He says he's doing his better, especially now he's completed his last theory exam and got 100% score.
Good.
Doing his elastic trickery, isn't he?
There you go. He'll be teaching next.
Yep. That trickery teaching channel.
Yeah. Oh, he's got no air to fry, has he? So he should be all right.
Air fryer.
So I did. That was impressive.
That was good, though, wasn't it? We both did impressive there.
Yeah. Quite a lot of birthdays next few weeks, isn't there?
Yeah, I know what I'm getting you for your birthday.
Hey, mate, yeah, wig.
I've got it. I have the horrible feeling you might already have it, but we'll.
Don't worry about that, mate.
Yeah, we'll sort something out if you have. But I know what I'm getting you.
57. God.
57. I'll be 54 this year, I think.
Dude, it's like old man age, isn't it? It's like 3 years. I'm going to be 60, dude. Dude, that's just not on.
I'll be 53.
Just don't. Oh, man, where's the time gone?
I know.
Really?
Space is where it's gone.
Just really depresses you, doesn't it? You're like,
yep.
I'm officially that craggy, crusty, old, gnarly, cantankerous old bloke from the Bournemouth beach, you know.
Yeah,
just one that walks along going, kids today just don't appreciate people.
No, they don't know.
When I was a lad.
Don't like it up
50 years, man and boy. It's like, yeah.
50 years. When I was young, I remember when this was all fields.
I'll be coming in now and I'll be going, I'm 57, you know.
Hello, I'm 57. Yeah, it's that thing where your introduction is how old you are.
At what age, right? What age is it you've got to be where you start turning beige? Because you see these old blokes, don't you, in town or wherever you are.
With their...
Yeah, you get beige chino man. You know the one I mean? With the flat cap that's also beige with the corduroy insert. When does that start? When do you start going from T-shirt and jeans to becoming beige flannels man and cardigan?
I call them the Detective Inspector Jack Frost Brigade.
Yeah.
Cosplay Brigade. Because this, just go and watch an episode of Frost, that's exactly what it's Man from Burton.
Yeah, I'm dreading that. I'm like, I really don't want to be like that.
No. Well, that's the funny thing, isn't it? Because it's like, if you look at old people in the 1970s, they were wearing what they wore in the 1950s.
Yeah, tweed suit.
The men always wore, wool suits and, you know. You look, and women always wore like a big boring wool coat and a fluffy thing on their head.
Yeah.
And you get to the 80s and they're still kind of doing that generation. Then you get to like people who are elderly in the 90s and they're doing all the Man from Burton stuff.
Yeah.
Well, they weren't wearing that when they were in the younger years.
No.
So when did it stop old people stop wearing what they wore when they were young?
Exactly.
And so when did it change to back again? Because we're just wearing jeans and shorts and shit like that. Yeah. It's like...
I can remember me granddad on the beach would roll his sleeves up to his elbows. Yeah. He would take his trilby off and put a white trilby on. Right, that's it. That's my oddity hat. And that was it. I did have his suit trousers rolled up to the ankles.
Yep, stripy deck chair.
Yeah, and that was it. That was I'm on oddity. And suddenly, you know, it changed, didn't it? And
yeah. Grandma's always completely filled deck chairs.
Yeah, you see the Ma and Pa Kettle walking around. She's got the woven white summer hat on that's 50 sizes too big for her, and head-to-head Laura Ashley floral, and he's beige man.
Man
with
from Burton.
a pocket full of Werther's Original.
Oh, yeah.
When does that become a thing?
It doesn't. It doesn't for us now because we're aware of it, you see.
PJ will know. I reckon PJ's got beige in his wardrobe, didn't you?
Absolutely. Oh, yeah. I reckon there's a bit of a Burton's catalogue in his wardrobe. Beige chinos.
I reckon he's got a pair of chinos.
Yeah, a pair of chinos.
Yeah, a pair of brogues.
There'll be a houndstooth jacket, at least one.
Yeah.
With some sort of, very subtle houndstooth pattern.
Do you reckon there'll be a flat cap in there, mate?
I'm not sure if it's, see, flat cap now is a bit hipster. I think now, the equivalent now is like the straw trilby.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good shout.
The £5 from Tesco or Matalan trilby that you can throw away.
So you think the traditional cheese cutter is no longer a thing because it's young and trendy?
Yeah, because it's all the hipsters that wear them now and all that complete sponges. Yeah, I don't think flat caps are there because the flat cap was always like the Yorkshireman type, and I think that's gone with the woolen three-piece suit. I think for old people.
Do you think he owns a 7-button cardigan?
Possibly. Do you think he owns a pair of driving gloves with open back?
With the checker on the back.
Yeah, and they've got that kind of elastoplast pattern on the little dots in it. Like it looks like it's got those little holes like a big plaster on his hand. But it's a glove.
Do you think he's got the wire fronts with the string panels on?
Wait, no. Flat cap, but a posh flat cap.
Yeah.
Driving gloves. Red turtleneck.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Then, of course, he will need a Morgan. He'll access to a Morgan, so for that.
Yeah.
And then that's basically one of...
Denim for the man that doesn't have to try too hard.
For the man that can't be bothered. For the man that can't try too hard.
Yeah, he's going to come back in that chat. He's going to write you too. Yeah, we are so going to get punished.
But then again, there's a little bit of modernness in there because I'm pretty sure there'll be a bottle of Timotei on his bathroom shelf.
L'Oreal because he's worth it.
Yeah, that's true.
There might be a bit of that.
Maybe he's born with it, or maybe it's maybe.
I'm only jealous because he could just lusciously swing his head and he's got hair. Yeah. That's all it is. Pure jealousy on my part, mate.
Yeah.
I'm not resentful because I'm follically challenged at all. Trust me.
I'll tell you what, I've had a bit of a retro trip this last few years.
Yeah.
Because a couple of years ago...
As the resident cantankerous old git I have and never will wear anything beige. Glad to hear it, mate.
Yeah. But the other half of the cantankerous old git thing, apart from wearing beige, is going, you don't want to do that.
I don't believe it.
I don't believe it. Yes. Over the last 3 or 4 years, for whatever reason, I ended up getting psoriasis on the back of my head, behind my ear, on one side.
Yeah.
And so it's itchy and scalp and stuff sometimes, so, But what I had to do was find a shampoo that didn't aggravate it. And I've basically gone back to being like 5 because I've got like Simple shampoo now. I don't know if you remember Simple shampoo.
Yes.
It was like gentle chemicals, no real smell, no real... It was just...
Do you remember
every time I wash my hair?
Stingy Vosine shampoo?
Oh, Vosine. Oh, God, Vosine was horrible.
Do you remember that? Oh, God.
That was the kind of shampoo that only the kids I knew who were poorer than us had.
Yeah. Hence why I had it.
We always had either, I think we had Simple or Timotei. I don't know.
It was like green treacle. It was evil stuff.
Yeah. Did you ever get nits?
Yes.
Because I had to have, I remember Mum Wolf had to get, I was only a kid, I got nits and Mum Wolf had to get a bottle of Suleo shampoo.
Yeah.
Which, it was many years later, I went, oh, hang on a minute. That's an anagram for louse. How very clever. I never figured it out when I was a kid.
Yeah. My mum had the perfect solution to nits. She said, I've got the perfect solution, she said, and it is painless. It won't annoy you or anything. What's that? We got what was known in the family as a scare cut.
Zip.
It was Mum getting the clippers out, and she scalped us all to within an inch of our life, mate. And we had to go to school. And don't forget, crew cuts and that back then, they weren't a trendy, fashionable thing, mate.
Nah.
It was the skinhead over there type thing, you know. And
in fact, you've just reminded me now, because when I cut my hair now, I have a number 2 because it's just easy. But you've just reminded me that when I was a kid, they were called crew cuts.
Yeah, crew cuts. Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
There's a photograph of me. I must have been about 7 or 8 years old.
Yeah.
And it was on our yearly summer holiday to Pontins in Blackpool.
Yeah.
And there's 2 photographs. One is at the start of the holiday when I've got this proper like MB Games box hair, like dead light blonde, like almost white blonde, 1970s, not bowl head, but kind of that.
Yeah.
That kind of, and the other photograph is from the end of the holiday when I'd had a crew cut, and it was like, gone.
Kit Bash has said, yeah, same here, shaved head, absolutely, shaved head. Polished canister, can't beat it.
PJ says, I've never owned any of that old style clothing you're talking about. I fear the lady doth protesteth.
Yeah, that's my biggest fear. My missus, right, she's a right cowbag. She do realise, she said, birthday's coming. She said, this is when I was mocking her about calling her Edward Spannerhands.
Oh, yeah.
She said, put it this way, beige man. If you don't want to be dressed head to toe in beige on July the 16th, you might want to shut up. I was like, damn it. Yeah. So she has threatened to start buying me beige. I'm like, you can't do that. That's cruel.
It's the right thing to do.
It's not the right thing to do.
It's the right threat to make. Yeah, it's the right threat to make.
Because it'll be getting shipped straight up to you, mate.
I'm sure my father's wardrobe still has plenty of Jack Frost style coats and clothes in there. Because my dad was a proper man from Burton.
Oh, was he really?
Yeah, just like flannel, like slacks and a shirt.
Yeah.
All from Burton. And not an interesting shirt. Just like almost like walking around in a work shirt, but a casual work shirt. And it's like, you know, and the chinos or the slacks, just Jack Frost. Just Inspector Jack Frost. It's just literally David Jason as.
Yes. Yeah, Edward Lender says, yep, crew cuts all round. Absolutely, mate. But that was the thing. Did you have this at your school? Because we had it at ours. Did you have the knit nurse?
Yeah, I used to love the knit nurse because it was like it was 5 minutes of absolute Zen head massage. It was mesmerising. I used to love it.
Yeah, I used to love that comb. Don't know why. It was very satisfying.
I just love the sensation of somebody just fluffing around in my hair with the hand. It was like it was like proper. Before I knew what ASMR was, it was like it was so relaxing.
Now for me, that is just a distant, fond memory.
Yeah.
I was 22 when I last run a comb through my hair.
Yeah.
The only time I run a comb through my hair now is me back hair when it needs a groom.
That could have gone a number of different ways, but thankfully you kept it clean.
I did. Did you notice? I paused momentarily, mulled it over, and I went for the adult choice there.
And I detected processing in the middle of that sentence.
There was a little bit of that. I'm not going to deny it. There was a bit
of that.
A
little bit of CPU turnover there.
Yeah, there was a little bit of processing.
I heard the fan kick in ever so briefly.
Remember copying a Windows file from file to file where it used to flutter across to the other folder? There was a bit of that.
I still get that now. But only
my briefcase from Windows. Do you remember that?
No, I don't remember that.
Really? You don't remember my briefcase? It's where you used to store all your files for transfer.
Who remembers a game on Windows 3.1 called Jazzball? It was like a built-in game.
Yeah.
It was just like balls going around to... I remember playing a lot of that.
I remember File Manager and Program Manager. Love them.
Yeah. I remember... This is one for the Amiga boys and girls. I remember Workbench.
Yeah.
Amiga OS, and I remember designing my own icons to go on the Workbench desktop because it could be as big or as small as you wanted.
Do you remember Lotus 123?
Never used it, but I remember it.
Yeah. I used to love the drawer file system. It was basically a toolbar at the top of your desktop, but it was like a filing cabinet drawer. Oh, brilliant.
I don't remember if this was a thing or just the system they used where I worked. But I remember when my first job, when you had computers that weren't just dumb terminals, using email was done through CC mail. I don't know if that's the thing just where I was or.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Back in those days, it's all about there's a word for it, and it's skeuomorphism, where you design something to look like something else. So, for example, you might have an icon on your iPhone screen to press for an app, but they make it look like a physical switch.
Yeah.
All that kind of thing where you've got like the drawer for the file. I love that idea.
Oh, mate, it was brilliant. Who remembers the Windows shell Packard-Bell Navigator from the early 90s?
Anybody who went to PC World and bought a Packard-Bell PC remembered that. Oh.
Yeah, I did. But it was one of those. I thought at the time it was a great idea because it was basically a house. It was your desktop. And the novelty of this lasted about 5 minutes. And then you was like, yeah, that's bish, that is. Won't be using that again. Uninstall. And that was it. But it was a thing. And there was a huge movement when XP and then when Windows 7 come out, where even now with Windows 11, people still would love to try to run Packard-Bell Navigator. And you sit and go, why?
But it's like just so many memories of getting a computer from PC World, because at the end of the day, in the early 90s, your average schmuck like me, or my mum and dad,
and myself, that's where you got your computers from.
It wasn't like now where you knew a mate that could get you one, you could build it yourself. It was literally you had to go somewhere like Curry's or Dixon's or PC World and buy a computer.
He was the Burtons of the computer world.
Yeah, and it's only in later life you realise how cruddy Dell and Packard-Bell computers were in them days, because they were so full of so much.
Do you know, right?
You know
my server I built upstairs. It's 16 terabyte media server. Do you know the case that is in is a Packard-Bell Pulsar 23, and it was the first computer I bought.
Good God.
And all of that server is now in that case. So it's been repurposed over the years. Obviously, it's not running a Packard-Bell motherboard or anything like that.
No.
But it's all shoehorned in that box. And it's just one of them.
I mean, we've still got in the front bedroom where it's basically a storage room now anyway. All my stash is in there, but have I done that the wrong way around? No. Basically, in the front bedroom is Mama Wolf's Windows 3.1 PC.
Yeah. With,
early, probably 1994, maybe.
Yeah.
1994. It's got Encarta installed.
Hey, I've still got a disc with Encarta on it.
You still have to put the disc in, but you can install it. Yeah. It's got a copy of a game called Putty on it installed. And I think it's got my original purchase of Quake on there and Dark Forces.
Yeah.
But I've no idea if it'll work. It's been in there for 25 years now. But
I've got a 386 sat in the loft.
Yeah, that's what that one is in the front room. 386.
And it's just like, why do we keep hold of this old nostalgic tech? But
have you got a little stack of old hard drives that are no use at all anymore?
Oh, yeah, got them in a drawer there. IDE hard drives and serial ATA. I've got a serial mouse.
Yep. PS2 keyboard and mouse.
Yeah, got them.
Yep. I think I've got a couple of hard drives out on a shelf outside, and I think one of them's like 250 meg. It's got
an Amiga zip drive.
Oh God, I've got one of them in a box somewhere.
And an original
once.
LPT flatbed scanner.
Oh God.
It is funny. But then I've also got the 10-in-1 orange and brown Binatone game system from the 70s.
We had one of them and we repaired it years and years ago to get it working again. It's gone now. But the old TV Master, I think it's called.
Yeah, I got one of them.
Yeah, one of them. I always wanted the one that had the light gun, but I never got that one.
My sister's still got her Atari 2000, was it? Something it was called. Had the cartridges in the top.
It could be the 2600, Atari 2600. That's the one.
So she's still got that. It's like,
I always wanted one of them. I never got one. We had the Binatone,
Oh,
and
right,
then then we got an Atari 400, which was the computer with the printed keyboard, not keys, but a printed keyboard. It was completely flat. And it had one cartridge slot, and I played Caverns of Mars on that.
Legend.
And asteroids and stuff. Because Mama Wolf was like, I was a little kid, my brother was like in his late teens, it was like, early teens, it was like, now, do you want to go on holiday to Spain? Because we'd never been abroad, we're poor family, we weren't exactly rich. Do you want to go abroad to wherever it was? Or should we get a computer? Yeah, that was a very short conversation.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
I didn't even know what a computer was, but I had this long conversation with him extolling all the virtues of why we needed one.
Yeah, but it was such a newfandangled thing back then, wasn't it? And this wonderful, weird little machine could do all these weird things, like load again 20 minutes after you'd finished your dinner.
My
Hello World, it's like, yeah, that was fun.
What's your earliest memory of a computer? Not a games console, but a computer. What's your earliest memory?
Oh, God, it was the Apple that came on its own breadboard that you assembled.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. Is it the 2E or something?
Yeah, and I think our school had one. And literally it was a board that you put all the components on and assembled this thing with a monitor about that big green bubble thing, like, and that was it. Then the BBC Micron that the school had as well. So.
Well, my earliest memory is, I think, and this is vaguely remembering it, but I think it was one of my friends who wasn't a great friend of mine, but he was a friend, and I went round to his house once or twice.
Yeah.
And his dad, whatever his dad's job was, I went in one day, and there was what I now know is a PET.
Oh, right, yeah.
Commodore PET computer sat on the table. I didn't know what it was. And he let us play with it, and all we were doing was we were basically just drawing. I remember drawing a rocket ship, but just by doing ASCII characters, just like if you press space, and that was amazing to me. And I was like 4 or 5, 6 years old.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, Commodore C64, wasn't it, and the ZX Spectrums?
Yeah.
But they'd be worth a few quid now.
Not that much. You can emulate
really, that's surprising.
Yeah,
I would have thought old tech like that would have been, just for nostalgic value, quite sought after.
Funnily enough, actually, not really. Just because it's so easily emulated, I think nowadays.
A
lot of them. There is a big community of like Commodore 64 and VIC-20 and stuff. There's a massive community of people that make them, just make them from scratch.
Yeah.
There's people, bizarrely, there are people still making games for VIC-20 and Commodore 64. There's still a game building community. You can still buy games for.
Oh, I know, there's a huge nostalgia thing, because I got rid of my Neo Geo a good few years ago, console system and that, and got some good money for that.
Well, things like that, they will go for good money at game systems and stuff like that. But things like computers like VIC-20s and Spectrum stuff, they're not worth that much anymore. But yeah, game systems, absolutely, you'll get good money for those.
Yeah. Well, I've still got the 16-bit. Is it 16-bit Sega Mega Drive?
Yeah.
With the CD. 16. It's then got the booster thing that sits on top of that and the cheat thing. So it ends up stack. Right, weird looking setup.
Yeah, one of the strangest and least successful marketing decisions ever, but yes.
It works. It still does its thing. It will still fire up. And then my boy just looks at it and goes, really? Yeah, that was cutting edge, mate.
That was what it was in the day.
Yeah. But he's still got every single Xbox console from start that he's bought, because that's his thing. He's an avid gamer.
I mean, there's still money to be made on them.
He'll play an Xbox One game on an Xbox One, because he said this doesn't feel right to him playing it on anything else but that console.
Yeah. I mean, it's as an example now. I mean, you can pick up an original you can pick up an original Xbox. Like 2001.
Is that the one where you had to reflow the solder on the X clamps? The green ring of death?
No, that's the 360. This is the original 2002.
Oh, you're on about the one. Yeah, I know
big,
the one.
massive black. Yeah, you can pick them up for like 50 quid.
Really?
But I mean, I've got two. I've got one that was not my original one because that broke and exploded, died. But I've got one that I bought maybe in the late 2000s, like 2007 or 8.
Yeah.
That sadly no longer works because the disc tray is just completely gone. It won't load or read discs. But I've also got one that's modded, and so you can buy it an old original Xbox for like 50 quid.
Yeah.
But you can buy, because they're so moddable, they're so fiddleable with, you can buy an original Xbox with every single original Xbox game ever released on it. For 200 or 300 quid.
Yeah, I've got that on my PS2. It's got the HD on there with framework boot, and it's pretty much loaded from top to bottom. Yeah,
I mean, I've got my original Xbox with that, and I've got a 360 with all the 360 games in the world as well. But yeah, they're not that. And
proud of you.
Well, I mean, that's like 200 or 300 quid for those. So, and that's purely because things like the original Xbox now is just so moddable to people who can, they can go in and they can replace hard drives and they can replace all the stuff and they can put retro arch and stuff on it and all the emulators. So yeah, there's some of the consoles will go for a fortune, some of them not so much. Like I say, an original Xbox now, 50 quid if it works, if it's working. Or you can pick it up in a thrift store, as the Americans call it, for like $5. They're not worth that much. No, the thing with the original Xbox is the 360s was the red ring of death.
Yeah.
Where the joints were just destroyed because of the heat expansion and shrinkage. The original Xbox, they were made during the great capacitor cancer of 1999 and 2001.
Mate, yeah.
So basically, if you've got an original Xbox, if you haven't actually replaced the capacitor, the clock capacitor, it will be just toasted by now. You call over the board and destroy it.
Same as iMac G4s.
Yep, it was that like 1998, like 99 to about 2001 or 2, wasn't it? They just
used to make a good few quid there, mate. Redoing all the caps.
Yep, you know all about that nonsense.
Oh yeah, I've still got cap packs sat in there for them. But
yep,
I've still got one out in the conservatory that needs a cap set on it.
Yep. Well, the funny thing is with the original Xbox, if the cap goes, it doesn't actually affect the working of the Xbox. It just means you can't set the clock.
Yeah.
But the risk is that over time it continues to leak, and then that just destroys too much of the board.
Well, there was a lot of advisory videos, wasn't it, saying do this to your original Xbox, desolder the capacitor for the clock.
Yeah, take it out, get rid of it.
Take it out and get rid of it because it will blow the system.
Yeah, because you don't need. Unlike the modern systems that are always on, you didn't need the actual working clock in the original Xbox.
No.
But I'll tell you what, though. I mean, when I got that modded one, and I turned it on, because I'd never had a modded console before, of course, it loads up to whatever the modded dashboard is, Retro Arch or something.
Yeah.
And it's all crappy dance music and pictures of scantily clad women and stuff like, this is all this drivel. Yeah. And thumping bass. I figured out how to turn all that stuff off like within minutes because it was drivel. I'm like, I'm not 15. And I managed to reset it back to the original dashboard sounds for the Xbox and hearing the original Xbox dashboard sounds.
Yeah. Hello, Wayne, by the way. You had to jump in because you heard crazy things like Lotus 1, 2, 3 being mentioned. Hello, Wayne. Lovely to see you. And yes, PJ, I am imminently about to stand up.
Well, it's nearly 2 o'clock anyway, isn't it? So
yeah, so I'm going to stand up anyway.
Mm-hmm.
It's up to you. Do you want to do another half hour? It's up to you. I don't mind.
It's your call, dude.
I can go another half hour max, mate, and then we'll wrap it up at 2:30. How's that sound?
Go for that then.
Because I'm just starting my little basing for the stripes there, so I might as well
get
them lined up. So we'll do that, and it'll let us finish on a high there. Cheers for that, PJ. Wayne says, when I got my first Amiga, I was blown away, and that was the beginning of my entry into video gaming on a much higher level.
I was talking about this the other day on the Xbox Ambassadors Discord channel.
Yeah.
Amigas and stuff, and have memories of like deluxe paint and photon paint and doing like art and animation and stuff on that, and playing things like Virus. Gods.
Wait, says, my God, he said Lotus 123. I can't believe you brought that reference up. I understand that from my old days. I thought I was the old dog, mate. I used to love Lotus 123. Absolutely loved that program.
Yep. Jeff says, my third computer was a mainframe. No, I didn't own it. I just was allowed to use it.
Do you remember Microsoft Works?
Oh, God, yeah. Do you remember putting off going from NT to anything else for as long as from XP? Staying on XP as long as you possibly could.
I stayed on there until it was so risky to even boot it up. Because I didn't want to change. I loved Windows XP.
Yep. Well,
but it was bish, wasn't it? Let's be honest.
I mean, XP was great, and then Vista came in. I'm like, I'm not having Vista.
No.
Because my mate's like, you should really upgrade your computer. No, I want XP.
No, I want.
And then it was like Windows
XP to Windows 7 is when I.
Yeah, then it was Windows 7, and I didn't want 7. I was like, no, it's too modern, but then I got it, and I'm like, actually, it's not that bad.
Yeah, but I was like it migrating from OS X, going from their systems. I got one hard drive that is still running Snow Leopard, purely and simply because it's got Rosetta on it, and it used to run all the different applications that I used at the time.
Do you know, I have only ever, this sounds really weird, but in my entire 53 years of life, I've only ever seen one Mac.
Really?
And that was in the server room when I used to work at NTL/9X/ Cable and Wireless. They had all the servers and stuff, and then there was, for some weird reason, just a Mac with OS X on.
Yeah.
But is that the old OS X from like 1995, 7 or something?
Yeah. Yeah. I've got Mac. Lex has got Mac. My laptop's a MacBook. I've got an iMac out, so I use Windows for this. But Windows 10 support is going. So
next year, isn't it?
Yeah, this will be a Linux conversion, probably running, I don't know, Linux Mint, something like that. I don't know yet which flavor I'm going to go for, but yeah, this will be a Linux system because it's not able to run Windows 11, even though there is a hack around that you can do.
Yeah,
I'll just make it a Linux PC and be done with it.
See, I've been having thoughts lately because I really at some point need to, sort my PC out because it's very old. Like yours, it's old. It works, but it's old.
Yeah.
And because I'm so completely technically inept and unknowledgeable,
I'd never guessed that.
I'm just thinking, do I just need to, could I just do everything I need to do on a laptop? Hook the laptop into my desktop monitor?
You might struggle with the graphics side of streaming.
True.
Because laptop onboard graphics, unless it's a really modern laptop, they ain't the greatest, are they?
No, they're not.
Mind you, there's a lot of computer nerds in the chat there that will be able to be more specific. But I would have thought even now some of the laptops would struggle with modern streaming. I don't know. I could be totally wrong, mate, but you might be able to.
Yeah, I mean, given the fact that I'm running on an i5 with no actual graphics card.
Yeah, that is the one thing that does surprise me, that you've never, even though they're plug and play, you take off a screw to take the cover off. Yeah. You still won't do it. It's like, dude, come on. You just
never got around to it.
Put it in the slot and press on. Done.
Yeah, it's still dark magic to me. But the fact that I can stream, 4040p and with no graphics card and i5, it's like, surely modern laptops can easily outpace that, I would have thought.
Yeah, I mean, I think...
what you mean, they're not designed for...
I'm not sure whether this is i7 or i9, this one. I can't remember. But, yeah, it does the job. But would it... Do I really need Windows 11 in here? Not really. I've got it next door. You know that little cigarette packet size computer I bought? That runs Windows 11, and that does all my media streaming. That's what I stream my Xbox to, mate. And it copes with it. So even something like a little thin client like that, you'd be able to stream out on.
I mean, as long as it can, it can ingest a 4K 60 from my Xbox and then transcode it to 1440p 30, then, hey, we're
well,
cooking with
yeah,
gas.
I mean, mine's linked to a 4K telly and it's outputting, 4K video to it. So, and that's on that little teeny thing climbing. Yeah,
as long as it's got USB 3, it should be sweet ass.
It's got that on there, mate, USB 3.
Yeah. And could I do all my Photoshop stuff? Well, I just Photoshop CS2, which is very old, so I'm sure it probably.
Oh yeah, it'll run that, no problem.
Video editing, there's the thing though. Could they cover video?
Well, that one next door runs DaVinci Resolve, mate.
Okay.
Which is, probably as powerful, if not more powerful than Adobe. So.
I'm just thinking, it's like I could get all the separate bits and try and figure out how to build one, or eventually I could get my mate to build one or something. Or I could just get a laptop.
Yeah, it's whatever you want, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really like buying a desktop PC that's pre-made. I don't know why. There's just because I come from the generation of going to PC World and getting a crappy Dell or a crappy, whatever we said before.
The thing is to go and scribe down exactly what you want that computer to do. And like you say, Google's your friend. I need a PC to do live streaming and video editing and Photoshop. Bang, there you go. That's your search criteria. And you'll be amazed. That little system I run next door, that would easily run video render, because I basically network into this PC and do the video editing from next door, and it never drops a frame.
I'm sure it'd probably be fine. I'm just looking at my choices, basically.
There was a time on E-Models where Foxx had the coolest rig out of all of us.
Yeah, that's going back a bit, though, isn't it? That's more shameful for you guys than me.
Well, yeah, I was running Windows 7 on a... Oh, my God, what was it? Was it a Pentium? No, what was other one? Celeron.
Celeron. God, just the fact you're saying Pentium or Celeron shows the age there.
Yeah, it was a proper ye olde rig. And I did my first E-Models shows on that. Do you remember when I used to keep dropping out the live streams?
Yeah.
I'd be there 1 minute and all of a sudden gone.
See, I'm not tech savvy at all for computers, but at least in the days of the Pentiums, right, you could sit there and say, Pentium 2 is not as good as a Pentium 3. Yeah. Pentium 3 is better than a Pentium. But nowadays, what have you got? I've got a B7 Di4 with the 3.5 point, and it's like, I don't know what any of that means.
Yeah. Well, most of it's Ryzens and stuff like that now, and I think last person I knew building a rig was Vincent when he did his water cooled rigs that he was doing at the time.
Yeah. But if somebody says to me now, what's better now, a 4090 Ti or a 3020, and he's like, I don't know what any of these numbers mean. Just like Pentium 1, Pentium 2, Pentium 3, I can get that.
Yeah, I'm out of
486.
I'm out of that loop now, I'm afraid, mate. So yeah, gone are the days where I could reel the names off and know what I was on about. But
when Modelwork says if you could also run a VM machine for your streaming and then a separate machine for your day-to-day stuff, that would work as well.
There you go. Virtual desktop.
I did think about that as well. Just having
it's a good shout, Wayne.
Keep my crunky desktop for my everything else and just have a little laptop or something for...
Yeah.
As long as I can plug my laptop into my monitor.
I mean, this system here has got 5-6 hard drives in. The SSD runs the OS and all my Adobe suite on Super Duper SSD because it is lightning bolted. And the rest of it is basically only raw video footage that I've edited or to edit for the channel, and that's it.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose that...
Yeah.
The one advantage of my desktop is it's got like 1,000 connections on it, whereas the laptop hasn't. So.
Yeah.
Got like 1 million things plugged into my desktop.
That's the thing, you can...
Laptop, you only got a few.
Yeah, you can have a lot more going on with it, but is that your arse?
No, I was taking a swig of water.
Oh, right. Well, what
have you been painting, my little friend? What are you painting at the minute?
Can I tell you in a second? Because I'm trying to do a straight line without twitching.
Nope. You do straight lines. Have a look at chat.
Yeah, I'm putting in the side stripes at the front, mate. Rather badly at the moment. But multiple layers.
Back and forth.
I know, dear.
Wayne says Microsoft tried to be compliant with no lead solder on the CPU, and when they balled the CPU, they used the cheap ass solder with less than good bonding, and that's why you had to reflow the CPU on the 360.
Yeah.
Thank you for the recognition, both of you. I'm loving the show, and I'm actually on holiday for a few days, so I'm able to step in and comment.
Happy days. You're always welcome.
Wayne. Ooh! That came from nowhere. Excuse me. It didn't taste anything like my dinner. It tasted like my wolf's chicken pie. That's bizarre. Hang on, I'm trying to catch up with chat. Chat's being weird. Come here. Stop flipping the keyboard.
Yeah, it seems to have been
sponge.
a bit odd tonight, doesn't it, the YouTube chat?
Yeah.
Mind you, it's YouTube and chat. What more can you say?
Yeah. PJ says, my first computer was an Acorn. The second was a BBC Model B. Ooh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
I remember in the computer room at school, it was a room and it was full of pets, Commodore pets, IBMs, early day IBMs, pre-Windows, and a bunch of BBC Model Bs.
Yeah.
And the thing that I used to love was the fact that you had all these like top of the range IBM PCs that were, again, pre-Windows.
Yeah.
But the BBC Model B had by far the best voice synthesizer.
Yeah. Do you remember, was it the Acorn computer? Do you remember them?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's what PJ said his first one was, an Acorn.
Yeah, Acorn, at school. Yeah.
When I got my first, I've done that one. I have both Mac and Windows and love my Mac, says Edward.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I see. I've got iPad and iPhone, and I wouldn't say no to a Mac, but I can't run Photoshop CS2 on a Mac, so, or any of my other software. A lot of it wouldn't work on a Mac. So,
well, why don't you just split the hard drive and have a Windows partition on it? Be able to run it then.
Words.
It's easy to do on a Mac, mate.
At least take the screw off and give it a Hoover Fox. Oh, I do Hoover at my computer every now and then.
Yeah.
I have a Ryzen 5 and it's outdated already, says Edward. I don't even know what that means.
Really? Already, Edward?
Yep.
Blimey, I remember when they landed, mate.
What makes me really laugh is, because I watched Digital Foundry. I love Digital Foundry.
Yeah.
And they do a lot of in-depth analysis on console and computer game, video games and stuff, console and PC games. And it always amuses me that you get all these people that like kvetch about the consoles being underpowered. No, you got this and don't get that. No, PC Master Race. And yet, the funny thing is that whenever you watch Digital Foundry doing their like checks and tests and stuff, they actually state various things like most people, when they play a video game on PC, play at 1080p.
Yeah.
If you look at the Steam statistics, something ridiculous like 80% of the systems that their games are being played on from Steam are like running at 1080p.
Yeah.
Whereas we're sitting there playing games in 4K. I know the consoles are a lot less powerful, but in reality, most people don't have the big powerful rigs. They're still playing it. And you watch something like Worth a Buy, a Mac that does Worth a Buy channel. He does lots of reviews and stuff. He says most of the games he plays is at 1080p. Because it's like, it looks good and you can get the high frame rates.
That's the job, mate. That's the key.
Like, don't get me on this PC Master Race rubbish. Yes, they can be better, but most people don't spend that kind of crazy money on a big powerful rig. That was the loudest burp I've ever heard on a live stream. Congratulations, Fox, you are the winner. I didn't even know it was coming.
It was a good one.
It was like round though. It was very rounded. Everything was kind of. It had a mellifluous start and a mellifluous end.
I'm impressed with you for saying that. That was big word of the night. Yeah.
I like the word mellifluous.
You're mellifluous.
It's like if I was in the medical practitioning field, I'd want to work in phlebotomy just because it's got the word phlebotomy in its name.
Yeah. What do you do? I'm a phlebotomist.
Phlebotomist. What does that do? Well, I work with phleb, obviously.
It's got to be the coolest job title ever, isn't it?
Mm. Oh, do you know what word I learned as well, which is a brilliant word?
What's that?
Because I like squidgy words, right? Now, blood is red.
and blood contains hemoglobin, which is apparently a constituent part. When you cook meat and you get that red juice, it's not blood. It's a part of hemoglobin called heme.
Oh, right, yeah.
And the fact that something is just called heme, and that's a great word. It's a very Carl Sagan word, heme.
Yeah, I can now imagine Carl Sagan saying that.
We are in a lava tube, and in this bowl I have heme.
Yeah.
Billions of years ago. Oh, that's a great word, heme. Right, built now.
Edward says it's been 4 years or so, but the amount I used my PC isn't worth the cost of changing it. No, I mean, my MacBook Pro is a 2011 MacBook Pro. I've upgraded the RAM. It's on SSDs. Took out the optical drive. That's got the Windows SSD in there. And it does everything I need on the laptop, to be honest with you. I can flip between the desktop environments using Virtual Manager. So, yeah.
That's why the PC Master Race types make me laugh, because they're all like, oh, PC consoles are for chuds. And it's like, yeah, but to get these amazing things, you're spending like 1,500 quid or £2,000 to get like your games at 4K with these ray tracing and stuff. It's like, that's great, but it's still, you're paying for a graphics card, but I'm paying for an entire console.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm lucky. I'm new to the whole Xbox thing, so it's all a glitzy, glittery love fest at the moment, because I've never experienced it. So my mantra was, if you wanted to play games, get a console. If you want to do computing and work and word processing, you use a computer. So I always had that old school mantra: games on a console.
Yep.
Other stuff on a computer.
Because, I mean, if you go back to like the Xbox 360 era, the PS3 era, and even the original Xbox, at that point in time, consoles were outperforming PCs at the time.
Yeah.
If you wanted the best possible games, go for console. Now it's the other way around. PCs can easily outperform console, because, you get all the highest end graphics cards and everything else. You can have things like real-time dynamic lighting. You can have ray tracing, global illumination, all this kind of stuff at 4K.
Yeah.
But to get to that point, you're spending at least the cost of an Xbox or a PS5 just on the graphics card. So it's like,
it's a lot to spend, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like, PC can vastly outstrip consoles, but it's a fortune. Plus, you have to fart about. And it's like, I just want to turn my console on, plug my game in, or put my game in, whatever, press the button, go on, game, there you go, happiness.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's just there. I mean, it's like I say, it's all new to me, so I'm still in that learning new things, excitable stage with it, so I'm glad it's two separate things, to be quite honest with you. My gaming is my gaming, and my computing is my computing.
Yeah. I mean, when the PS5 and the 3 and the Series X came out, it was a case of you'd struggle to get a PC to be that powerful at that price.
Yeah.
Because, again, you'd be paying at least the cost of the console for the graphics card. But now, they can outpace them quite easily. Yeah. Yes, I look at video games, like PC games, where they've got all the ray tracing and stuff, and it's like, oh, I wish I could see it like that. And I can't, not on a Series X.
Absolutely.
But I'm happy that I don't have to spend $2,500 on a computer.
No, like I say, I got the Xbox. I ummed and ahed about it, as you know, because I drove you bloody potty with my umming and ahhing, but I already had a PlayStation 2, so I thought, well, most people I knew seemed to go Xbox, so therefore it was...
Yeah. I mean, if you're on
choice,
PlayStation 2, at that point, it didn't really matter whether you went PlayStation or Xbox, because
exactly.
PS2 is so far back anyway. It's like,
no doubt,
go either way.
It's going by my example, mate. But
yeah. So
yeah,
where all your friends were.
Exactly, you know, and the boy, he's got Nintendo, he's got Xbox, he's got PlayStation. He didn't go for the PS5. He didn't like it. He said it looked like a rather oversized Airwick air freshener.
It does.
Other air fresheners are available, but that's what it looked like to him. He said it didn't look right.
Yeah, there's actually a fan that looks exactly like the PlayStation 5.
Yeah, so he was like, you know, he was just pretty proud of me, the fact that I wanted to get a modern console.
Mm.
He was like, dude, you've come into the millennium. I was like,
yeah. Well, that's the thing. I mean, there's, yes, you can have a better experience on a PC, but you'll pay for it. It's like, I'm not that serious of a gamer. And you're not that serious of a gamer. There's no point in you spending $3,000 on a PC for something you might not enjoy doing. So.
No, I've got games on the PC that run through Steam, and I've not gamed on the PC since I've had the Xbox, so it must be doing something right. But I don't play it as much as you do. I go on there as a reward. You know, I do my Friday streams, my Monday to Friday building, and then Saturday and Sunday, once I've done the Sunday show, I have a bit of an Xbox afternoon there, and tomorrow night I might fire it up, have a couple of games then. So I use it as a reward. It's a way of pushing myself to get to the bench and do constructive stuff.
And the thing is, at the end of the day, in a lot of ways, at least now you can stream it to the telly downstairs. You're in the same position as me. We spend all day at the computer. We don't really want to sit at the computer and play games as well.
No, that's right. I can go next door in a full-blown massage chair with a big plate of grub and me big telly, and I take my headphones in there and harangue him and go, "Oi, you, tart."
I mean, in all honesty, though, for me, it literally means I turn my chair 90 degrees to my right.
Yeah.
To go from my computer monitor to my big OLED TV. But it's still, I can still lean back in the chair and I'm not sat at the same desk, and it's different.
Absolutely. I'm sat in a big massage chair with big air, and yeah. He
comes on Xbox Live and we're talking and I can hear in the background. I can't really.
Kit Bash Cardish says, quick one, you and this community of makers are all amazing. Sure, look, all the people in the same interests. Any projects you have, keep them up. Will do, mate. Thanks for the feedback, mate. Yeah. And, this is why we do what we do. You know, we are quite eccentric middle-aged fellas, but we like to share our time with our mates, which is all of you. You give up your time to come and watch us. The least we can do is sit and talk to you about us, what we do, the hobby, and the pros and cons of it.
Yeah.
And
for at least 10%. For at least 10% of the stream. The rest of it we just talk absolute rubbish, but it's still fun.
Yeah. I could talk rubbish with the best of them, mate. But
next month we're going to start a podiatry stream series where we talk about hair care.
Hold up a minute. What's the point of me talking about hair care? I got hair on my canister.
And then we'll start a physics live stream series where we talk about chess.
Yeah, putting electrodes on us so that we can make our back hair stand on end.
Wait, I don't want to know where you put the electrodes.
Well, you know. He had a glint in his eye as he started involuntary river dancing.
Like, how are you doing today, Festa?
Yeah. Michael Flatley's on the phone. Can you have his tap shoes back? Yeah.
Is it strong enough? Yes. No. Yes.
Yeah. Don't tell him your name, Pike.
Edward says, I have a lot of heme.
Absolutely, mate. Well, Edward, we are getting close to that time where squig-offs will be hitting the bench. We have formulated a plan for it, so it will be happening this year, mate.
Crap, did we? I forgot about that. You'll have to remind me.
Yeah, so we are looking at the last quarter of this year. So, yes.
Squig-off. Oh, you've got your invasion stripes. Let me see your invasion stripes.
What's this? Teacher's Corner or something? There you go.
I want to see. Ooh.
Yeah, it's a straight line deer as well.
It's one of the most satisfying things on any tank is painting those
This is the part of the job I hate. This is base colours stage. And I really hate this stage because, as you know, there's no weathering. You're just laying down your base colours and everything's a bit bright and a bit bold. And, yeah, we then get to start knocking all this back. But, yeah, that's...
I like the steel colour on your tracks.
Celestra grey and Ultra grey. We've got different greys there, like Fenrisian and all of that. And then this will all have track washes put on it to start aging it down. I'm going to glue that mantle up, because I'm annoyed with them keep flopping down. But, yeah, like that. So, yeah. But, yeah, it's that awkward stage, you know, base khakis, that can all be washed. But it's got a pair of Stilsons. What can you say? Oh, Stilsons.
Pair of what?
Stilsons. Stilsons.
What's
Stilsons. Them. Big manly, big manly vice-like grippy spanners that plumbers use when they fit immersions tanks, and burly men use to tighten big nuts with, mate.
Swarthy gentlemen tightening their nuts.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So, yeah. And, yeah, so I got to paint a pair of Stilsons tonight. I'm happy with that. My work is complete. Yeah. Base colours down on the guns, and that's about it.
Nice. I love painting the stripes, though. I do like the, whatever they're called, the thingy stripes.
Invasion stripes or whatever whatever stripes. Yeah, I know the ones you mean.
Something stripes, whatever they're called.
Yeah, I do enjoy them.
I love painting them.
It's something different, isn't it? And
yeah, and it's when the weather, it just looks
yeah, good. This stage is horrible because it is literally the base colours going down, but there's many layers of white to go down yet to smooth it down, and then I'll put the red in.
The ugly step.
This is the ugly step, mate.
Yeah, ugly phase. Well, I finished assemblage on this one, on my Grunter. He's done. He's a big boy. Look at that. It's all the blades, and it's mostly armour, so it's going to be... Basically, I think I'll just have to paint all the first stuff first and then get the armour on top painted up. And if I paint it true to the box art, it's Bad Moon, so it's all yellow.
Oh, nice. That look nice.
It's Age of Sigmar, but I think they're similar sort of clans. So, and then we've got the two dudes. I've not glued these dudes on, but they sit on the sponsors on the side. I'll be able to super glue them on when they're painted.
Edward was saying he's looked on eBay and squig-offs are going for $3,000 painted without the cannons.
Yep. Oh, I did my research.
Mine will never be sold, Edward, because it was a gift from you, mate, and I would not do that.
Never sell yours.
Never going to sell it, mate.
I'll be selling mine. You can bet your
$1. I know
$1.
you would. You'd sell your soul to the devil. You would, mate.
Hey.
You could make a couple of quid.
Spend money to make money, love.
Yeah, no, I won't be selling mine, mate, because no.
Yeah. I mean, I'll probably get one done and built and painted, and then at some point I'll buy one for Forge World and just keep it and not build it, because at some point Forge World will stop doing them.
And again, you make money, don't you?
You got to pay bills, haven't you? That's it.
Same as I've got bills to pay, mate. You're not alone.
Yeah. Get things sold.
Absolutely, Edward says. Pretty detailed model, Fox. It is, actually, yeah.
A lot of fun painting that, it will be, I think.
Well, I'm at that thing with mine where the only models I'll probably have here will be ones that were gifts and unique builds. The rest of them will go up for sale at some point. But...
Yeah. Because for me, it's just more a case of I've got nowhere to put all these things anyway.
Yeah, either that or I'll just do them as giveaways, you know what I mean? It's one of them, isn't it?
Yeah, do what you need to do with them. That's the beauty of Daz.
Absolutely, folks. So that's us for tonight. Sorry it's a short one, but like I say, I've done 2 shows tonight, and yeah, I need to go and sit in my comfy massage chair.
You need to sit there going,
absolutely. Be back Sunday for the Sunday at the Bench show. Bit of gallery and all of that lot. I will post up the D-Day photos to the album ready for Sunday. If any of you have finished that, get your work in and posted, and we can do a bit of gallery on Sunday for you folks. Have you got anything else coming up, dear?
Me, no. Streaming's out of the way now for the foreseeable for me for a while.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Do you want to get your violins out? Come on.
I expect no sympathy and ask for none.
You're not getting any, mate.
Good. I only ask for food.
Edward says, I don't mind if you sold it to keep you going. Edward, I couldn't, mate. It just goes against my mantra, mate. You generously sent that over as a gift, mate, and it will never leave this house.
No, I could never sell gifts.
No, it's just my mantra, mate. I wouldn't do it. But thank you for saying that. got too much respect for you, mate.
Yep. And it's the thing, if somebody sent us something, then it's because they think we can do something good with it, and they appreciate our work or respect us enough to send it. And it's I can't sell that.
Wendy, rest her soul, bless her, she sent me the Panigale. And as I was building it, I had this idea to do with the bike. So I went out and bought the identical bike so that I can get the saw out on that one, because I couldn't bring myself to do a kit bash on a bike that had been sent as a gift. I just couldn't do it.
Yeah. No,
because it's not right. So, so look out for that. That is an up-and-coming build. I've also got Kshatriya coming up as well. She has finally spoken to me.
Oh, yes, good.
So I'm looking at lopping her on the bench in the autumn as well.
Ooh. Well, I think when I do get back into my Gunpla, because I've been having Gunpla thoughts, I think I'll probably do my Yaradoga, I think, or maybe my 60 scale no grade Freedom, but I don't know yet. But yeah, I've got the itch to come back to Gunpla at some point. So
it's one of them, isn't it? You know, it's been sat there for a year. And I was over that end of the workshop, and it started talking to me, and it was like,
oh, yeah, because you had steampunky bits for it, didn't you?
Exactly. So it's like, everyone's saying good night. Thanks for the company. PJ says great stream, chaps. Pardon me. See you all on Sunday. Thanks again for being a good sport. Appeared on our stream earlier, Colin. Appreciate it. It's my pleasure, mate. If you haven't seen it, head over to Model Kit Beginner. Go and have a looky-loo, folks. I was privileged to be on there, and hopefully the viewers enjoyed it. I've had a few subs as well, PJ, since the show. So thank you to your team and your audience sending the love my way. There you go. And on that note, we will love and leave you. I'll see you again Sunday with Dangerous Dave. In the meantime, please stay safe and well. Look forward to seeing you on Sunday, folks. Bye-bye for now.
Adios, amigos.
And Edward says, rest in peace, Wendy. Bless her. May she rest in peace. Bye.
Bye.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down,